This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio. It's time for Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN. Play ball! Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN is brought to you by Frame World, Wow, Reed's Jewelers, Crestwood Medical Center, Northrop Grumman, Bad Daddy's Burger Bar, Owens Home Appliance, Bill Penny Toyota, and by Fleming Roofing and Restoration. Now, let's head to the ballpark with the voice of the Trash Pandas, Josh Carey.
And hello again, everybody, and welcome to another night of Rocket City Trash Pandas baseball. Josh Carey welcoming you to Toyota Field, where tonight it's game one of a three-game series between the Rocket City Trash Pandas and the Columbus Clingstones. Back at Mission Control running the boards is Brody Hogan, and this is the pregame show. So hope everyone had a good all-star break. I know I did, as after 4 days off the grind, we will get right back to it tonight as the Trash Pandas try to get the second half of the season off on the right foot. This is after a nice week last week at Chattanooga that saw them win 3 of 6 games, including their final 2 over the Lookouts, a 10-3 win last Saturday, and then a big 8-2 win on Sunday. Here's what happened in the Sunday game. Rocket City pounded out 12 hits. They finished with 37 hits over those final 3 games. The Trash Pandas got the ball rolling in the first inning off of Ryan Cardona by scoring 2 runs. Nelson Rada started the game getting hit with a pitch. Second game in a row he's led off by getting hit with a pitch. He would then move to second on a throwing error by the right fielder Austin Hendrick, and then score on an RBI double by Denzer Guzman. That would make it 1-0. After a balk move Guzman to third, he would then score on a 5-4 fielder's choice off the bat of Ben Goebel to make it 2-0. Lookouts got a run back in the bottom of the first. Hector Rodriguez would single. He'd move to second on another single by Leo Balcazar, and then finally score on a 2-out RBI single by Cam Collier. That would make it a 2-1 ball game. Collier was great. He was 3 of 3 with 3 singles and 2 walks, reached base all 5 times up. A Rocket City would put the game away with 4 in the second inning against Cardona with 2 out and no one on base. Mac McCroskey would single. He moved to second on another single by Nelson Rada. A hit by pitch to Travis Blankenhorn loaded the bases before Denzer Guzman, who won Player of the Week honors last week for Rocket City, came through, or actually 2 weeks ago for Rocket City, came through with a 2-run RBI single. That would make it a 4-1 Trash Panda lead. Moving first to third on the play was Blankenhorn. Both men would score on a 2-run double by Sam Brown. He would win the Player of the Week honors last week, as that would make it a 6-1 ball game at that point. Trash Pandas won in the third, a 2-out walk by Joe Redfield. He'd score on an RBI double by Mac McCroskey. Then in the fourth inning, Guzman again, this time with a solo home run to left. 10th home run of the year, RBI number 46 at that point, and that gave Rocket City an 8-1 lead. The final run for the Lookouts came in the 5th inning against Sam Aldeguerri as a solo home run by Edwin Arroyo. His second of the year, RBI number 28, would make it an 8-2 ball game, but that was as close as Chattanooga got as Rocket City won going away. Denzer Guzman finished 5 of 5 for the contest. First 5-hit performance in Trash Pandas history with a homer, 3 doubles, a single. He only needed a triple for the cycle. Couldn't quite get that, but he did score 3 runs and drive in 4 for the ball game as Rocket City cruises to the 8-2 win. Here were your totals. Rocket City, 8 runs, 12 hits, 1 error. They left 6. Chattanooga, 2 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors. They left 12. Aldeguerri, the win to move to 4-6. 5 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, both earned. 5 walks and 6 strikeouts. He's 4-6 on the year. Ryan Cardona, the loss, he drops to 5-3. 3 innings, 7 hits, 7 runs, all earned, 2 walks and no strikeouts. There was no save. Time of game 2 hours and 26 minutes. The attendance a paltry 1,872. Many of those disguised as empty seats, as again Rocket City wins by the final of 8-2. There's a look at what happened on Sunday. We'll take a break on the pregame show. When we come back, we'll take a look at scores and standings from around the Southern League. That's coming up right after this as you listen to Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Panda Broadcast Network in Valley Live.
Minutes still matter in an emergency. Chest pain, severe abdominal pain, high fever, and other emergencies often need fast medical care. Crestwood Medical Center is here to take care of you and your family. Learn more at crestwoodmedcenter.com.
Hey fans, catch the excitement of minor league baseball with the Bally Sports Live app. Watch your favorite team or scout the top prospects. Every game live all season long. Strike 3! You're out! Plus, stream the Savannah Bananas and emerging fight sports to keep the action going. Best of all, it's totally free. No credit card required. Download the Bally Sports Live app today on your phone or connected device.
What am I going to watch? What food am I going to order? Who am I going to unfollow? The internet is full of tough choices, but picking an internet provider isn't one of them. You gotta have good internet. With WOW, you now get upfront surprise-free pricing with Wi-Fi modem included and no data caps. All for only $30 a month. Wow. Restrictions and terms apply. New customers only. Requires auto pay and paperless billing. Price for internet $300. Subject to change. Taxes and other charges extra.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Josh Carey back with you on the pregame show. Jeff Scarborough back in mission control as we get ready for first pitch. Rocket City taking on Columbus in game one of a 3-game series. First time the Trash Pandas have ever faced the Clingstones. Here's a look at what happened elsewhere around the Southern League on Sunday. Knoxville shut out Montgomery up in Tennessee. Final score there was 3-0. Felix Stevens with a solo home run to lead the Knoxville attack. Only 4 hits for Montgomery as they face 6 different Knoxville pitchers. Meanwhile, over in Georgia, it was Columbus defeating Pensacola. Score there was 4-1 as David McCade went 3 of 4, 3 singles in the game. He also drove in a run. Only 4 hits for the Blue Wahoos on Sunday against 4 different Columbus pitchers. Finally, over in Biloxi, it was Birmingham defeating the Shuckers, and how about Birmingham? They swept that entire 6-game series from Biloxi. Final score on Sunday was 4-3 in 10 innings. Jacob Gonzalez led the effort for the Barons. He had the go-ahead sacrifice fly in the top of the 10th inning. He wound up driving in 2 runs for the ball game. Again, Birmingham wins 4-3 in 10 innings. Here's a look at the standings as we enter play today. In the North, Birmingham is at 11-7. They're a full game up on Chattanooga. Lookouts are 10-8. Again, they're a full game back, but again, Birmingham has won 6 games in a row in 8 of their last 10. Meanwhile, and I'm sorry, that was Knoxville at 10-8. They're a game back. My apologies. Anyway, Chattanooga is 8-9. They are 2.5 off the pace. Rocket City 6-12, 5 games out. And again, they've won their last 2 ball games. In the South, Pensacola 10-7, a half game up on Columbus. The Clingstones off to a nice start in half number 2. They are 10-8, half game out. They've won their last 2. Montgomery is 9-9. They're a game and a half back. They've lost 7 of 10, but still very much in the hunt. And Biloxi, boy, they are really struggling. 7-11. They are 3.5 out. They've lost 8 of 10, including 7 in a row, but it should be noted they have also won the season's first half Southern League Division title. They just like to play better baseball as they get ready for the playoffs. Quick look at the Major League scoreboard as we are counting down the seconds here for the pregame show. 1 final already in as the second half underway in Major League Baseball. The Cubs over the Red Sox by the final of 4-1 at Wrigley. Classic matchup between those two. Several games are underway at this moment. The Angels and Phillies are tied up at 1, bottom 3 from the city of brotherly love. Meanwhile, the Yankees and the Braves are just underway from Atlanta. They are scoreless as they play the bottom of the first inning. White Sox lead the Pirates 3-0 top 3. Padres 1-0 on top of the Nationals bottom 3. Scoreless Giants and Blue Jays, they're in the top of the second. 1-0 Mets leading the Reds top second from Flushing. 3-0 Marlins lead the Royals at the end of 1. And the A's and Guardians are scoreless top of the second inning. That'll do it for the pregame show. We'll come back with starting lineups and first pitch right after this. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Panda Broadcast Network and Valley Live.
Minutes still matter in an emergency. Chest pain, severe abdominal pain, high fever, and other emergencies often need fast medical care. Crestwood Medical Center is here to take care of you and your family. Learn more at crestwoodmedcenter.com.
In baseball, it's all about the next play, the next win. There's no time for distractions or mistakes, and definitely no time for injuries. Top athletes from around North Alabama don't need to be worried about being sidelined. They have the award-winning team from SportsMed on their side with 4 convenient locations. You don't need to be an elite athlete to take advantage of SportsMed top orthopedic surgeons, physical therapy, and imaging services. SportsMed, keeping you off the bench and in the game. They're the only name you need to know for complete orthopedic care. SportsMed, it's where the pros go. Official team physicians of the Rocket City Trash Pandas. Call SportsMed today at 256-881-5151 or on the web at sportsmedalabama.com.
SportsMed, keeping you off the bench and in the game. They're the only name you need to know for complete orthopedic care. Northrop Grumman is a proud supporter of the Rocket City Trash Pandas as we team together to make our community strong and viable for future generations. Northrop Grumman is looking for new individuals to help them define the next possible. Together we can all make a powerful impact to build stronger communities and bright futures. Visit www.northropgrumman.com for a full listing of exciting job opportunities. Now, back to the ball game. Let's rock it, Trash Pandas.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Toyota Field. Josh Carey joined alongside Chris Harrison. Back at Mission Control running the boards is Jeff Scarborough as we are ready for half number 2 of the season. Rocket City taking on Columbus tonight from Toyota Field. Now, I'll tell you what, Chris, Trash Pandas coming in on a hot streak offensively. We haven't said that very often this season. 37 hits over their last 3 games.
I'll tell you what, put it all together at the right time. 12 home runs over their last 10 games. That's leading the Southern League, and it's right now tied for second in all of AA baseball. But back-to-back Southern League Players of the Week, Denzer Guzman, and honestly, he was pretty close to matching Sam Brown for being back-to-back winner himself, but Sam Brown, who had been slumping, able to get back to playing his style of baseball, and it's pretty impressive, back-to-back Players of the Week from a team like this, and let's see if they can carry it on after the All-Star break and now into the unofficial start of the second half.
Let's go down to the field for tonight's national anthem.
So proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous light, o'er the ramparts we watched, who were so gallantly true, and the rocket's red glare, the bumpers beating in air, they proved through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sailors that are still o'er the land of the free, in the home of the brave.
That was Sawyer Alexander with our national anthem, and with that, we are ready to go tonight. Rocket City, Columbus, after the All-Star break. So glad you could be with us on a warm yet nice evening here in the Tennessee Valley. There you see those flags blowing out toward left field at a good 20 miles an hour. Now it's time to meet the Clingstones. Meet the Clingstones. They're the Atlanta Braves, AA affiliate.
Mississippi.
They're 36-48 on the year, 10-8 in half number 2, and your former team as well. Geraldo Quintero will lead things off and play left field. Drew Compton will bat second and play first. Ethan Workinger in the 3 position. He'll be the designated hitter. David McCabe will bat cleanup and play third base. In the 5 position, Adam Zabrowski. We've heard his name a lot. Only batting .216, but 24 RBI on the season. He will bat 5th and do the catching. Cal Conley, he has been there for about 50 years at this point.
In the league as much as I have, I think.
He's playing short. He'll bat 6th in tonight's ball game. EJ Exposito will hit 7th and play second. In the 8th position, Kevin Kilpatrick Jr. He'll be in the 8th spot out in center. Batting 9th will be Stephen Pallini. He will play right field, and like I said, bat 9th. The defense for the Trash Pandas, left to right. Redfield, Rada, Blankenhorn, third to first. Goebel, Guzman, Mershon, and Brown. Behind the plate, Emerson, and on the hill, there you see him, George Clausen, only 2-7 on the year with a 6.49 ERA, but coming off a very nice performance his last time out for Rocket City. Also had a nice showing in the MLB Futures game a week ago Saturday when he went 2/3 of an inning, struck out one, didn't allow a single, but he was able to work around that. But against Knoxville on July the 5th, he got a no decision in what was a 2-1 victory, 5 innings, 2 hits, a run, and 9 Ks in that ball game. New set of umpires as these guys are coming over from the Eastern League. They always do this after the All-Star break. They switch around the umpiring crews to give everyone a different taste of new umpiring folks. It'll be Trevor Patience behind the plate calling the balls and strikes. Davion Fry will be the first base umpire. Your third base umpire is Connor Crowell. So we are ready to go. The Clingstones, formerly the Mississippi Braves, now they're in Columbus, Georgia as Atlanta's AA affiliate. They will lead things off. Geraldo Quintero, 234, 9 homers, 31 RBI. First pitch by Clausen is a fastball that misses high. It's 1-0, and first pitch right on time at 6:35. Like I said, it's a warm one, partly cloudy, 84 degrees, and that wind blowing out toward left at about 15 to 20 miles an hour. Next pitch. Fastball, did he go around high and away? No, he did not, says third base umpire Connor Crowell. And it will go to 2 balls and no strikes on Quintero. I remember this guy from last year. He had a pretty good series against Rocket City in this ballpark.
Very streaky hitter. He shows some power this year.
2-0 fastball cut through and missed. It will go to 2-1. He has a very interesting setup. He'll bring his feet right next to each other at the back of the batter's box. You don't see that very often. He's a left-handed hitter against the righty Clausen. The 2-1 fastball cut through and missed. Beat him with the fastball, as that one was at 98 on the pitch by Clausen. 2-2.
Clausen, of course, mentioned coming off that appearance in the Futures game, came in during the middle of an inning, which is something you're not used to. 2/3 of an inning, though. He recorded the fastest pitch in the game, 99.2 miles an hour.
From the belt, steps back, 2-2. Just missed the inside corner. That was close, but it was off the plate. It will go to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Saw George briefly yesterday coming through as we'll take another look at this fastball at 97, just missed in, and he was just elated about the experience.
Pitch is fouled straight back. Another fastball as Quintero was late, staying at 3 balls and 2 strikes. And listen, there's no question he's had a rough year, but sometimes a moment like that can really buoy a guy and propel him forward. Let's see what he does here the second half of 2025. Here's the 3-2. Missed high and away, ball 4. Good at bat by Quintero. He draws a leadoff walk. Walk number 1 by Clausen, and 1 on with no one out for Drew Compton. 262, 3 homers, 22 driven in. Whenever you have 2 teams facing each other for the first time, number 1, it's refreshing.
It's very refreshing, yeah.
But also, that first inning or 2, it's kind of like if you've ever seen a boxing match, that first round or so, the fighters are sort of feeling each other out. That's what you get the vibe so far here in this game, as the set by Clausen. And the first pitch is another fastball sailing away. 1-0. Columbus, gray tops, gray bottoms. It says Columbus in cursive lettering, black lettering across the front of the jersey, capital C, lowercase everything else, with the lettering Clingstones in peach underneath it in the middle of a black line. Throw over to first, and diving back in head first is Quintero, who's 17 of 23 in the stolen base department. They also have a little green leaf on top of the C in Columbus. Black numerals on the back with peach trim. There's the set. 1-0, runner will go. Pitch, a looping liner into left, but in his tracks, Redfield. He'll make the catch. Going back to first, Quintero, as the throw will come back in. Compton flies out to left, 1 away in the first inning for Ethan Workinger. As we look at it again, trying to go to the off-field was Compton. Workinger, the designated hitter, 229, 13 homers, 46 driven in. Columbus, they also wear the all-black cap tonight with the peach letter C in the middle. And for those who don't know what a Clingstone is, it is a peach. As the first pitch is rolled to short, to his left field, throw to second for there. Relay to first in time for the double play. 6-4-3 on the twin killing. Taylor-made double play. Guzman to Mershon to Brown. And just like that, the side is retired. In the first inning for the Clingstones, no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left. End of half an inning. It is Columbus nothing, Rocket City coming to bat. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Panda Broadcast Network and Valley Live.
The Trash Pandas would like to thank their partner, Frame World Art Gallery. Family owned and operated and located in Huntsville now for over 36 years. Frame World is the place for all of your framing needs. Whether it's award framing, custom framing, sports art from Daniel Moore, Doug Hess, and more, or special keepsakes and collectible objects. Frame World can take care of it all. And if you mention this ad, you can save 25% off of any order. Check out Frame World Art Gallery at 2508 Memorial Parkway Southwest, or give them a call at 256-539-8859.
What am I going to watch? What food am I going to order? Who am I going to unfollow? The internet is full of tough choices, but picking an internet provider isn't one of them. You gotta have good internet. Get upfront surprise-free pricing with Wi-Fi modem included and no data caps. Plus bundle Internet 300 with YouTube TV for just $92.99 per month for 12 months with autopay and paperless billing. Wow. Restrictions and terms apply. New customers only. Requires autopay and paperless billing. Price for Internet 300. Subject to change. Taxes and other charges extra.
Together, let's celebrate the big occasions and the little moments. The firsts and forevers. Let's celebrate others and celebrate ourselves. Because every milestone matters. And we promise to be with you for every one of them. Shop Reed's Jewelers and Reeds.com to find the perfect gift to celebrate your life's moments. Reed's Jewelers, trusted with life's moments.
Visit your local Reed's Jewelers at Bridge Street Town Center and Parkway Place Mall.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
We go to the bottom of the first inning. Clingstones come up empty in the top half. Now the Trash Pandas head to the plate with a record of 30-56 overall, 6-12 for half number 2. Nelson Rada leads it off and patrols center field. Travis Blankenhorn will hit second and play right. Denzer Guzman in the 3 position at short. First pitch to Nelson is a fastball away from Landon Harper. 1-0. Oscar Colas will hit cleanup. He's the designated hitter. Batting fifth, Ben Goebel. He will play third base. He's had a nice run since his call-up. As the fastball high and away, 2-0. Sam Brown, again, reigning player of the week honoree in the Southern League. He'll bat sixth and play first. David Mershon back in the lineup. He'll hit seventh to play second. Miles Emerson hits eighth and does the catching. Batting ninth and left is Joe Redfield. The pitch is swung, foul to the screen. 2-1 on Rada. 278, a homer, and 18 RBI. Landon Harper. 2-3, 2.64 ERA. We'll get to the Columbus defense in just a moment. Harper, here's the 2-1. Swung on, bounced to second. Easy play along the ground for Exposito. Goes to first in time, 1 away in the first inning. For Travis Blankenhorn, 225, 7 dingers, and 22 driven in. Here's the defense for Columbus. Left to right, Quintero, Kilpatrick, and Poloni. Third to first, McCade, Conley, Exposito, and Compton. Behind the plate, Zabrowski, and on the hill again, Landon Harper. Just gave you his numbers. Coming off of a no decision on the 10th against Pensacola, but a game where he pitched really well. 8 innings, 4 hits, no runs, 8 Ks. As the pitch belted into left, going back on a Quintero. It's over his head and gone! Travis Blankenhorn with a line shot to left. 105 off the bat, 369 to straightaway left field. Home run number 8, RBI number 23. It's 1-0.
Talk about a dart, Josh. Travis Blankenhorn has been swinging a hot bat. We know this ever since he came off the injured list back in early mid-June. This is home run number 8 for him in that period of time, and there's nobody that's better in this league and the top in AA and OPS than Mr. Blankenhorn.
Here's Guzman in the first pitch, cut on, miss. Oh, wow. I want to see a replay. That fan was holding a child and caught the ball with his bare hand. It was a great catch. That might be the play of the year. Baby in one hand, ball in another. Next pitch is a strike. It's 0-2 on Guzman. 236, 10 homers, 46 driven in. Here's a look at it again. And you're right, this was a pellet. Watch the fan. Oh!
Holy smokes.
Way to go, Dad.
That's brilliant.
Pitch misses low, and it's 1-2. And the home run's cool and everything, but the catch is what made the play. 1-2 on the right-handed hitter. I think that's a SportsCenter top 10 honoree.
It will get sent.
1-2, going to be popped up, foul ground, third base. Over is the catcher Zabrowski. He'll run out of room over by the Clingstone dugout. In fact, it lands right on top of the dugout and caroms away. It'll stay at a ball and 2 strikes. We've seen fans do it with a beer in hand, and yeah, that's cool, but when you got life in one arm, you're not just trying to catch the ball, you're trying to protect your kid, as the count is at a ball and 2 strikes. Guzman, 5 hits on Sunday, trying to continue his good work. He's probably the one guy who didn't want to have an all-star break. Next pitch, a fastball cut through and miss. Harper blew it past him. That pitch at 92. Strikeout number 1 for Harper, out number 2 in the first. Here's Oscar Colas at 218, 7 dingers, 22 driven in. Rocket City, white tops, white bottoms. Trash Pandas across the front of the jersey in black capitalized lettering with red trim. Trash on top, Pandas on bottom. Powder blue numeral on the left hip with red trim. Powder blue number on the back in red trim as well. As the pitch cut through and missed by Colas, it's 0-1, powder blue cap, black bill, and Sprocket shooting through the trash can in the middle. So 1-0 on a Blankenhorn home run. Well off the line at third by about 40 feet is McCabe. Next pitch, rolled gently to second. This will be an easy play for Exposito. He'll fire on to first in time, 4-3 on the putout, and Rocket City will settle for 1 run in the first. It's earned on the home run by Blankenhorn. That was the only hit of the inning. No errors and no one left on base. At the end of 1-0 Rocket City. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Panda Broadcast Network and Valley Live.
Minutes still matter in an emergency. Chest pain, severe abdominal pain, high fever, and other emergencies often need fast medical care. Crestwood Medical Center is here to take care of you and your family. Learn more at crestwoodmedcenter.com.
In baseball, it's all about the next play, the next win. There's no time for distractions or mistakes, and definitely no time for injuries. Top athletes from around North Alabama don't need to be worried about being sidelined. They have the award-winning team from SportsMed on their side with 4 convenient locations. You don't need to be an elite athlete to take advantage of SportsMed top orthopedic surgeons, physical therapy, and imaging services. SportsMed, keeping you off the bench and in the game. They're the only name you need to know for complete orthopedic care. SportsMed, it's where the pros go. Official team physicians of the Rocket City Trash Pandas. Call SportsMed today at 256-881-5151 or on the web at sportsmedalabama.com.
SportsMed, keeping you off the bench and in the game. They're the only name you need to know for complete orthopedic care. Northrop Grumman is a proud supporter of the Rocket City Trash Pandas as we team together to make our community strong and viable for future generations. Northrop Grumman is looking for new individuals to help them define the next possible. Together we can all make a powerful impact to build stronger communities and bright futures. Visit www.northropgrumman.com for a full listing of exciting job opportunities. Now, back to the ball game. Let's rock it, Trash Pandas.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Top of the Northrop Grumman second inning, Rocket City out to a 1-0 lead. Fans, it's Friday, and it was Chicken Salad Chick that fed the Trash Pandas front office as part of its team feed program. Chicken Salad Chick offers delicious scratch-made Southern-style favorites made fresh daily and served from the heart with more than a dozen flavors of chicken salad to choose from, plus sides, desserts, and more. There's something for everyone. First pitch by George Clausen is a fastball that just misses outside. It will go 2-1-0. McCabe, Zabrowski, and Conley all due up for the Clingstones. Here in the second, McCabe, 275, 5 homers, 27 driven in. Next pitch is another fastball and another strike. That one at 97. Going to even up at 1-1 on the left-handed hitter. A solo home run by Travis Blankenhorn has given Rocket City the early lead. The look in, here's the 1-1. Fastball, another strike at 97. It will go to 1-2 on the left-handed hitter. Crowd still filing in. We're going to be close to about 6,000 this evening. Fireworks to follow the action presented by SAIC. Here's the 1-2. Fastball cut through and missed. High and away to McCabe. He comes up empty. Strikeout number 1 for Clausen. Out number 1 in the Northrop Grumman second for Adam Zabrowski. Well, you could see this one just tail high and away on McCabe, who couldn't lay off. As you can see, he came up empty. So another strikeout for Clausen. And here's Zabrowski. 216, 4 homers, 24 driven in. This is a righty-on-righty matchup in the first pitch. It's a fastball down and away. Going to go to 1-0. So far, he's going to work off the fastball, and that's really the smart thing to do. That's his best pitch, and he's facing a team who hasn't seen him before. He can always go to his secondary pitches second time through the order. Next offering. Swung, hit foul, straight back, out of play. evening at a ball and a strike. Zabrowski out of Albany, New York. He was a 13th round selection of the Braves in 2021. Went to St. John's Fisher in New York. As the slider going to miss inside and go to 2-1 on the right-handed hitter. 6'2", 230.
He's a big guy. Talk about his durability, but he is very strong. And of course, he's got a good bat as well.
Fastball, a slice job, a little flare toward the first base line, drifting into foul ground. Sam Brown makes the catch, almost overran that. Made the catch right at the cut of the dirt along the warning track toward the first base dugout. Zabrowski fouls out to first, and 2 quick outs in the Northrop Grumman second for Cal Conley. The legend that is Cal Conley. There's a look at the stats on George Clausen. Conley has been here forever. $198, no homers, and 17 RBI, but just a real gutty, fun player to watch out of Binger, Oklahoma. Know who's from Binger there, Chris?
Who's that?
Pitch fouled away. 0-1, fellow by the name of Johnny Bench.
That's right.
0-1 the count on the left-handed hitter. Conley, slightly open stance as Clausen off to a nice start in this ball game. Playing up at third is Goebel. Here's the 0-1. Took a let-up, and that's called a strike. A slider that time by Clausen. 0-2, and just like that, he has a chance to end the inning.
Now, Binger, you're thinking, I think, of Cody Milligan, a former Trash Panda.
Oops.
Cal from Orlando.
Slider swung on and missed, strike 3. My bad, Cal, and I'm sorry, Cody, but down on strikes goes Conley. And a great inning by Clausen as he strikes out 2 of the 3 men he faces. 1, 2, 3 go the Clingstones in the Northrop Grumman second. Bottom half on its way. 1-0 Rocket City. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Panda Broadcast Network and Valley Live.
Minutes still matter in an emergency. Chest pain, severe abdominal pain, high fever, and other emergencies often need fast medical care. Crestwood Medical Center is here to take care of you and your family. Learn more at crestwoodmedcenter.com.
Hey fans, catch the excitement of minor league baseball with the Bally Sports Live app. Watch your favorite team or scout the top prospects. Every game live all season long. Strike 3! You're out! Plus, stream the Savannah Bananas and emerging fight sports to keep the action going. Best of all, it's totally free. No credit card required. Download the Bally Sports Live app today on your phone or connected device.
What am I going to watch? What food am I going to order? Who am I going to unfollow? The internet is full of tough choices, but picking an internet provider isn't one of them. You gotta have good internet. With WOW, you now get upfront surprise-free pricing with Wi-Fi modem included and no data caps. All for only $30 a month. Wow. Restrictions and terms apply. New customers only. Requires auto pay and paperless spelling. Price for internet $300. Subject to change. Taxes and other charges extra. Spelling. Price for internet $300. Subject to change. Taxes and other charges extra.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Bottom of the Northrop Grumman second inning, Rocket City out to a 1-0 lead. Fans, the mission at Northrop Grumman is to be at the forefront of technology and innovation, delivering superior capability in tandem with maximized cost efficiencies. The security solutions they provide help secure freedoms for our nation as well as those of our allies. Ben Gold will lead things off, followed by Sam Brown and David Mershon in the Northrop Grumman second for Rocket City. As the first pitch is a fastball down and away to the right-handed hitter. 1-0. Again, a solo home run by Travis Blankenhorn in the first inning has given Rocket City the early lead. This is a righty-on-righty matchup. 1-0 to Goebel. Missing high on the slider by Harper. 2 balls and no strikes. There's a look at Landon.
Kid from Meridian, Mississippi. Played at Southern Miss.
Next offering. Let up. There's a strike. Cutter that time. 2-1.
He's a guy in a perfect example. Landon Harper is of just taking an opportunity. He was given kind of a long relief role last year. Just kept pumping strikes and throwing out good outings, and now he's earned himself a starting role.
2-1. Nice slider that time. Fooled on the pitch was Goebel. Got a piece of it to stay alive. It's 2-2. And it's funny because we talk about everyday players and how they need to expand their role, especially if they're a mid-round guy. You know, if you're an infielder, maybe learn to play the outfield, things like that. That's what you can do as a pitcher to expand your versatility. As the pitch is a swing and a miss, strike 3, slider down and away. Goebel strikes out swinging, strikeout number 2 for Harper, out number 1 in the Northrop Grumman second for Sam Brown. If you're a reliever, learn to start. If you're a starter, learn to go long relief. If you're a long reliever, learn short relief. If you're a mid-round guy, you got to find a way to stay in the game, and the more versatile you are, the better your chances.
Yep.
Brown, 253, 4 dingers, 38 driven in. And the pitch to Sam is in the dirt. Almost hit him on the slider down and in, or on the curveball that time down and in, 1-0. Sam, the reigning player of the week in the Southern League. Second time in as many years the Trash Pandas have pulled in back-to-back awards in that category. Pitch fouled away. Going to go to a ball and a strike. Last season, Christian Moore pulled off the feet in early August. That was the week where he went insane and hit, I believe it was 5 home runs over a 6-game stretch. The week before that, it was our old buddy Tucker Flint. Here's the 1-1. Pitch in the dirt, another slider. Going to go to 2 balls and a strike. By the way, Tucker, I looked at his numbers. He's up at AAA Salt Lake, hitting about 230, still grinding. As Brown stands back in. Next pitch, another let-up tip foul at home plate. That caught a piece of the catcher, Zabrowski. And it will even at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Sam Brown. Good to see Brown turn things around last week as well. He was really scuffling for the better part of 3 weeks, but back on track. We've seen what he can do. He just likes to add a little more pop to his bat. 2-2. Down and in, another slider. It will run full to 3 balls and 2 strikes. By the way, Harper, back to him. They list him with 6 pitches. I highly doubt he throws all 6, but he's got a fastball, sinker, cutter, slider, curve, and splitter. 3-2. High and away, ball 4. Missed with the fastball at 90. Brown will trot to first, walk number 1 by Harper, and 1 on with 1 out for David Mershon. By the way, Harper also out of Southern Miss. Have you all called any games with him? Not outside of professional ball?
Yeah, we, in fact, he was a player of the game one time, so I'd actually talked to him on a Southern Miss post-game show.
Cool.
After the game, and then, of course, he joined Mississippi. Of course, it was a big homecoming for him, being able to play, in the Jackson, Mississippi area, being from Meridian, which is about an hour 15 from Trustmark Park.
Squaring the bunt, Mershon pulls it back, takes it high and away. 1-0 on the left-handed hitter. David, 141 with a homer and 3 runs driven in. He's the newest guest on the Josh Carey Show podcast, award-winning Josh Carey Show podcast. Next pitch misses inside. That was a cutter. Going to go to 2-0. Really enjoyed talking to him. Very strong in his faith, something that was instilled in him by his father. As he said, he's got 2 things his father instilled in him, baseball and faith. Here's the set and the 2-0. Fastball, there's a strike. 2-1 on Mershon. Grew up just outside of Greenville, South Carolina. In fact, his father was an executive at Fluor, which is the name of the baseball diamond in Greenville, South Carolina, Fluor Field. From the belt, and a quick move over to first, in with a head-first dive, is Brown. Sam, 2 of 3 on the stolen base department as the crowd continues to settle in. Wind has died down, still drifting out to left at about 10 miles an hour. 2-1. Swung, hit foul off to the left. And it will even at 2 balls and 2 strikes off the fastball. We'll get you a station ID here in just a moment. By the way, we were very lucky. There was a threat of rain just about an hour and a half ago, but it looks like it's going to miss us. We'll play 3 here this weekend and head to Biloxi. Take on the Shuckers next week in a 6-game series. Mershon stands in, leading away at first. Brown holding the runner there is Compton. Long wait. And the 2-2. Breaking ball, looped out into left, but coming in, and overplaying it. Quintero, it'll roll to the wall. At second is Brown. He's headed for third. They're going to wave him. Mershon going to third. Relay there is late. That'll be a triple, and it's 2-0. He hit the daylights out of the ball, but Quintero misplayed it. He came in when he should have gone back. And boy, when you do that, you're in deep trouble. And you can see he leapt and came up empty.
Yeah, and to Quintero's, I guess, grace there, that is such a tough ball to pick up. You got the sun fading away, plus it's a line drive right at you, but I just like the aggressive start for this Rocket City team, and maybe he had a chance even to circle the bases that time.
Mershon with his 4th RBI of the season. Brown comes around from first. It's 2-0. The infield will come in. Righty-on-righty matchup, and the first pitch is a swung on and missed by Emerson. It's 0-1. Miles, 225, 5 homers, 18 driven in. Keep something in mind about Quintero as well. He played for the M-Braves here last year, but again, they don't come to this ballpark very often. So you got to give him some grace as well. The 0-1. There's a cutter called a strike, and it'll go to 0-2.
I always say those line drives right at you are the toughest, and that's true. Plus, he's looking right into the sun. It's tough on that left side of the infield and in left field and in center field this time of the night.
0-2, swing and a miss. Curveball down and away. Emerson comes up empty. That'll be strikeout number 3 for Harper. Out number 2 in the Northrop Grumman second for Joe Redfield. And that was one big bugaboo on the road trip for Rocket City. Getting runners home from third base with less than 2 outs. And Emerson couldn't get it done there.
Going back to Harper, one more thing about him. And I think this is one of the main things that got him a lot of kudos in the Atlanta Braves organization was his ability to throw strikes. You pound that strike zone, good things will happen. You may give up some stuff every now and then, but for the most part, you throw strikes, good things will happen.
Pitch fouled away by Redfield. It's 0-1. Joe, 235 with 8 runs driven in. So far on the year, this is entering play tonight. 12 walks in 64 2/3 innings. That's pretty good. Next pitch. Swung on, bounced to second. Routine play for Exposito. Flips to first in time. 4-3 on the putout. And the side is retired. Rocket City, though, another run on the RBI triple by Mershon. That was the only hit of the inning. No errors and one man left at third. At the end of the Northrop Grumman second, 2-0 Rocket City. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Panda Broadcast Network and Valley Live.
At Northrop Grumman, their products define possible as they help customers defend the homeland, launch critical payloads into space, enable scientific exploration, return astronauts to the moon, and protect the warfighter. Yet their dedication goes beyond their products as they support the workforce, their families, our veterans, and our hometowns. Together, we can all make a powerful impact to build stronger communities and bright futures. That's defining possible. Northrop Grumman, defining the future.
An emerald green field is iconic in baseball. That's what TDI Services desires to create for every one of its customers. As proud sponsors of the Trash Pandas, TDI Services brings its A game to provide winning lawn care and pest control to the outside of Toyota Field. TDI Services can do the same for your lawn with their innovative biological approach for better results. As nature intended. Visit TDIGreenServices.com/Trash Pandas or call today at 888-556-7985 for our best discount.
Your mattress is the reason your morning coffee tastes like despair. At Beds Express, during our Memorial Day sale, getting the best sleep is as easy as 1, 2, 3. 1-year price guarantee. We'll beat any local competitor's price for up to a year after purchase. 2-year extended warranty and a 3-year comfort guarantee. Not loving your mattress? Exchange it for up to 3 years. Shop now and save with queen mattresses starting at just $199. Better sleep, better prices. That's the Beds Express promise. Locally owned and operated for over 30 years.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Tennessee Titans tonight in the midst here at Toyota Field. Before we go to the Beds Express third inning, let's give our station a chance to identify itself. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Panda Broadcast Network and Valley Live.
HD 97.7.2 WZZN FM Union Grove, Huntsville, Alabama. Talk Radio WZZN.
First pitch to E.J. Exposito is fouled off to the right. A towering pop-up by Exposito that lands in the seats. And it will go to 0-1 on the right-handed hitter. E.J. Exposito, 167 with a homer and 10 driven in. This is a righty-on-righty matchup as so far Clausen has faced the minimum, striking out 2. Exposito will wait. Next pitch. Fastball cut through and missed high and tight on the right-handed hitter. And it will go to no balls and 2 strikes. Exposito out of Brooklyn, 16th round choice of the Braves in 2022. Went to LIU, Long Island University. Righty on righty. Here's the 0-2. Just missed the outside corner with a sinker. 98 will go to a ball and 2 strikes. LIU, that used to be 2 different schools. LIU Post and LIU Brooklyn. They merged those 2 schools a few years back. Here's the 1-2. Did he go on the check swing? Yes, he did. Cutter down and away, unable to hold up was the right-handed hitting Exposito. He strikes out swinging. Strikeout number 3 for Clausen. Out number 1 in the Beds Express 3rd inning for Kevin Kilpatrick Jr. As a look at the last offering. Yeah, he went around. No argument from Exposito as he goes back to the dugout. Kilpatrick 181 with 17 runs driven in. Off the line at first, Brown as the first pitch is a fastball low. 1-0. Kilpatrick, 5'10", $185. He's another local Atlanta product. Stone Mountain, Georgia. That's a suburb. Here's the 1-0. Fastball and slice job along the line and right, giving Chase's Blankenhorn. He'll watch it land into the berm, which is just about packed tonight. It'll even up at 1-1. That's one thing the Braves have been really good at, is finding a lot of local kids. Of course, a lot of baseball in that area. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fastball, strike 1-2, and that goes back a good 20, 25 years. They've been pretty good at that since the turn of the century.
Starting with a guy named Jeff Francoeur.
Brian McCann.
More recently, Michael Harris II.
Jason Hayward, another one. 1-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Went back to the cutter, down and away. 3 straight strikeouts for Clausen. In fact, he has struck out 4 of the last 5. K number 4 for him. 2 quick outs in the Beds Express 3rd inning. Here's Stephen Polini.
What was that cutter from him? And you mentioned it earlier, coming off at an outing at the Futures game. That experience can sometimes give you confidence, kind of catapult you to pitching well.
That one, though, as he airmailed the catcher, Emerson on the fastball to the backstop. 1-0. And sometimes when you're going up against the best and you have success like that, we'll see if that buoys him the rest of the season. Paolini out of Fairfield, Connecticut. The 1-0, swing and a miss, another fastball. And 97 going to even up at a ball and a strike. He was a 5th round draft choice of the Braves in 2019. Off the line at third, Goebel guarding the line at first, Brown. 1-1. And the fastball misses high and away. 2 balls and 1 strike on the left-handed hitting Paolini.
I brought up to him, getting a chance to wear the Trash Panda hat during the game and not the Angels hat. And he said, I wish I could have wore our Trash Pandas jersey. It was the comment he had.
2-1. Fastball. There's strike 2 and 2. Actually, that was a good weekend for us with the Trash Pandas. We got to have our astronaut race at Truist Park, and for some reason the camera is on us, Chris. I don't quite understand why. As it is at 2 and 2. Next pitch. Fastball down and in. It'll run full to 3 balls and 2 strikes. They just
have to embrace the camera, Josh.
Embrace
it.
I'm hideous.
Yeah.
The count is at 3 balls and 2 strikes. They just do it at random. That's what I don't get. Payoff pitch is on the way. Fastball, foul straight back, going to stay at 3 and 2. Fans want to watch the game. They don't want to watch us.
We need to talk about your outing on the lake.
Oh, yeah.
At some point, we got to get to that.
Well, we'll do that next inning as we got 2 outs here. The wind's still blowing out to left at about 15 miles an hour. Payoff pitch. And a breaking ball rolled to second. Easy play to Aneem Rashawn. Goes to first in time. And uno, dos, tres in the trace go the Clingstones. In the top of the trace. We go to the bottom of the trace. It's still 2-0 Rocket City. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Panda Broadcast Network and Valley Live.
Crestwood Medical Center is committed to keeping patients safe, so please don't delay in getting treatment when you need emergency care. Visit CrestwoodMedCenter.com to see what they are doing to keep you safe.
In baseball, it's all about the next play, the next win. There's no time for distractions or mistakes, and definitely no time for injuries. Top athletes from around North Alabama don't need to be worried about being sidelined. They have the award-winning team from SportsMed on their side with 4 convenient locations. You don't need to be an elite athlete to take advantage of SportsMed top orthopedic surgeons, physical therapy, and imaging services. SportsMed, keeping you off the bench and in the game. They're the only name you need to know for complete orthopedic care. SportsMed, it's where the pros go. Official team physicians of the Rocket City Trash Pandas. Call SportsMed today at 256-881-5151 or on the web at sportsmedalabama.com.
SportsMed, keeping you off the bench and in the game. They're the only name you need to know for complete orthopedic care.
As proud sponsors of the Trash Pandas, TDI Services delivers professional lawn care, mosquito and flea tick control around Toyota Field. Creating a winning lineup of lawns at homes across Huntsville and Madison County, TDI Services pledges home run lawn care and pest service with our innovative biological practices, using fewer chemicals as nature intended. Visit TDIGreenServices.com/Trash Pandas or call 888-556-7985 to transform your lawn and save.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Bottom of the Beds Express third inning, still 2-0 Rocket City with the lead. Fans slide into Beds Express for a winning night's sleep, official mattress partner of your home team dreams. 2 up for the Trash Pandas, top of the order. Rada, Blankenhorn, and Guzman against Landon Harper, who's given up 2 runs on 2 hits through the first 2 innings. Righty on lefty, Rada open stance. And first pitch to him is a fastball missing high. It will go to a ball and no strikes. Rada grounded out to second to lead off the first inning, his first time up. Harper working quickly. The next pitch is a let-up line into right field. That's going to get down for a hit. Waiting back on that pitch was Rada. That was a cutter only at 85, and he was able to get the barrel of the bat on the ball and line it into right.
You put a pitch up out over the plate to Nelson Rada, and he's going to make you pay. That was a cutter that was right there and perfect middle in for him to tee off on, and Nelson Rada continues to just get on base. 8-game on base streak for him.
And here's Travis Blankenhorn, who lined a homer over the left field wall his first time up. Righty on lefty, open stance. Here's the first pitch. And a curveball swung through and missed 0-1. Funny, I was talking to Travis on the field before the game. He said, there's no way anyone's hitting a home run tonight. The way the wind was blowing, the ball wasn't jumping. He just barely got his home run ball out, but he winds up rebuking his own words as a throw to first, and in there with a head-first dive is Rada. 29 of 41 in the stolen base department. Travis, slightly open stance. The set by Harper. 0-1. And a curveball missed down and in. Going to even add a ball and a strike. So what happened to me on the lake? Well,
yeah, I talked to you, and of course, always checking in on me, making sure everything's good. And well, I call you, and you seem a little bit flustered.
Here's the 1-1. On the way. Roll at first, fielded nicely. They throw to second out there. Did they put the tag on? Yeah, they did. And did he step on the bag? I believe he did. I did not see that. Good play to his left by Compton. He fielded the ball. I wasn't sure if he stepped on the base or not. They say he did. That makes the throw on Rada a tag play. This will go down as a 3-6 double play. And 2 out for Denzer Guzman, who struck out swinging his first time up. And first pitch to him. Curve, a swing and a miss, 0-1. Anyway, I was out on the boat and with my aunt and uncle, and we're on our way back from a restaurant. Got about a mile from home, and it broke down right there in the middle of the water. Wow. No shade. As the pitch lined to left and foul down the left field line. Off the end of the bat by Guzman, it's 0-2.
I think we got to, as you see a replay, let's see if he touched the bag. Yeah, he did catch the edge of it. What type of boat is this?
I don't know about boats.
Is it a pontoon boat? Is it a speed boat? Is it a dinghy?
It's a boat. It's a boat. I don't know boats.
Does it have a little roof?
No.
Okay.
We were on a boat. I know it's a boat.
So you're stranded in the middle of what? Old Hickory Lake?
Old Hickory Lake in Nashville. We were right next to what used to be Johnny Cash's house, the one that was built by Elvis. Pitch is in the dirt. It's 1-2. Apparently Barry Gibb bought it and then it caught on fire. 1-2 on Guzman. That's all I know. I'm not a boat guy, Chris. I'm just trying to enjoy my All-Star break.
Like, were you scared?
I had to think of a few things as the breaking ball swung on and missed right there. No, we were fine. We called not the Coast Guard, I guess the Department of Natural Resources. They towed us in. Anyway, that'll be strikeout number 4. Rocket City down in the Vets Express third.
That's the next train wreck documentary on Netflix.
No
Josh
runs.
Carey and the dinghy.
No one hit. No, there's no one left. We go to the 4th. It's 2-0 Rocket City. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Panda Broadcast Network in Valley Live.
Your mattress is the reason your morning coffee tastes like despair. At Beds Express, during our Memorial Day sale, getting the best sleep is as easy as 1, 2, 3. 1 year price guarantee. We'll beat any local competitor's price for up to a year after purchase. 2-year extended warranty and a 3-year comfort guarantee. Not loving your mattress? Exchange it for up to 3 years. Shop now and save with queen mattresses starting at just $199. Better sleep, better prices. That's the Beds Express promise. Locally owned and operated for over 30 years.
The Trash Pandas would like to thank their partner, Frame World Art Gallery. Family owned and operated and located in Huntsville now for over 36 years. Frame World is the place for all of your framing needs. Whether it's award framing, custom framing, sports art from Daniel Moore, Doug Hass, and more, or special keepsakes and collectible objects. Frame World can take care of it all. And if you mention this ad, you can save 25% off of any order. Check out Frame World Art Gallery at 2508 Memorial Parkway Southwest, or give them a call at 256-539-8859.
Together, let's celebrate the big occasions and the little moments, the firsts and forevers. Let's celebrate others and celebrate ourselves, because every milestone matters, and we promise to be with you for every one of them. Shop Reed's Jewelers and Reeds.com to find the perfect gift to celebrate your life's moments. Reed's Jewelers, trusted with life's moments.
Visit your local Reed's Jewelers at Bridge Street Town Center and Parkway Place Mall.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
We go to the top of the 4th inning. Trash Pandas leading at 2-0. Usually our top of the 4th is reserved for our sponsors who are, part of the game, as the first pitch is a fastball cut on miss by Geraldo Quintero. It's 1-0, but we're doing things a little differently today. I want to welcome in Tom Pasica. He is from San Francisco, California, and he won the minor league baseball VIP experience at a charity auction a few weeks ago. And of all the places he decided to come to, he chose Toyota Field. So, Tom, tell us a little bit about yourself and how you won this prize.
Sure. So I'm fairly new into baseball. I'm from Australia. Baseball's not too popular, but growing there. But I coach Little League, so my son, I coach his Little League team, has got me really into baseball. The charity auction came up, and I thought it was a great experience. We were going to be out here for Space Camp, so why not?
That's wonderful. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Quintero, a fastball high and away. 2-2. In fact, we got Mathis, his son, sitting right behind us. Again, as Clausen will look back in. George working quickly here. The 2-2 pitch on the way. A bounder up the middle to the right of second field, and Guzman throw to first is in time. 6-3 on the putout as Quintero now 0 for 1. One away in the 4th for Drew Compton, who flew to left his first time up. So I had to ask, you're from Australia, but you live out in California right now, San Francisco.
Yes, sir.
What made you want to, again, come to a Trash Pandas game?
The name Trash Pandas is worth coming on itself, but since we're out here for Space Camp, we thought we'd have to see the game.
What were some of the other things you got to do other than sit here with me, which is easily the gem of the entire package?
Sure. I mean, I was throwing out first pitch, brought out the lineup card. Both of those were great.
Out in Australia, I know that sport is growing. What got you into baseball in the first place?
So coaching Little League, my son started playing, and the league asked me to coach because they needed more people. And so doing that was great.
What position does he play?
Third base.
Third base, okay. What's his favorite player?
Matt Chapman.
Matt Chapman? All right, that's a good one. Count 0-2 on the left-handed hitting Compton, as again Tom Pasica, the winner of the minor league baseball VIP experience, joining us. Well off the line at third is Goebel. Again, 2-0 Trash Pandas with the lead. Boston will rock back in the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Throw him a slider down and in. Compton down on strikes. Strikeout number 5 for Clausen. 2 up, 2 gone in the 4th inning. Here is Ethan Workinger. So before this ball game, had you ever been to a minor league baseball game before?
I have, yeah. So we have the San Jose Giants near us. They're a lot of fun to go to, the Giants Low A affiliate.
Right.
For the Little League team, they actually have an on-the-field experience, so we try and do that every year with the Little League team.
That's great. First pitch. Misses inside 1-0. I'm told and a lot of the Trash Panda players here played in the California League while at Inland Empire. They say they have great churros in San Jose. Is that true?
That is very true. The churros there are the best. The vendor there has been there for 40 years. Mm-hmm. Still there selling churros fresh out of the fryer.
Holy smoke. I might have to give that a try. As now goes to 1-1 on Workinger, who bounced into a 6-4-3 double play his first time. Next offering, going to miss low. 2 balls and 1 strike. So what's the rest of the plans this weekend? You coming back later this weekend, or do you have too much going on?
Yeah, hopefully we'll be at the game again tomorrow.
Okay.
And then we're flying off on Sunday morning.
Okay. 2-1 pitch, here it is. In the dirt that time by Clausen. It will go to 3 balls and 1 strike. So what do you think of the Giants' chances this year? They're having a pretty good season, maybe a little bit of a surprise.
Yeah, they've started strong, slowed down a little bit in the last few weeks, but hopefully picking back up again. Mm-hmm. Had some injuries, but they're coming back on now.
3-1, there's a strike, a fastball, 3-2. Tell you what, you got a pretty good general manager, and he just started. Lester Posey, I guess you thought about plenty. I thought you thought positively of the Rafael Devers deal.
Yeah, Giants need hitters.
Yeah,
it's always been a problem, and so getting the best hitter in the league is not a bad thing.
Down at 3-2 on Workinger. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, a fastball. 6 strikeouts for Clausen. Down goes Workinger. 1-2-3 go the Clingstones in the top of the 4th inning. And with that, Matt Pasica, congrats on your win. Great to have you with us.
Thank you, sir.
We'll go to the bottom half of the 4th. It is a 2-0 Trash Panda lead. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Panda Broadcast Network and Valley Live.
You've got to experience Toyotathon at Bill Penny Toyota. They've got the selection with over 700 new Toyotas to choose from. And they've got the extras with Bill Penny perks and a 10-year unlimited warranty. So get on over to Bill Penny Toyota today and experience Toyotathon. Bill Penny Toyota in Huntsville and online at BillPennyToyota.com. Bill Penny's Toyota 10-year unlimited warranty is valid through the 10th year of ownership. Valid on new vehicles only. See dealer for details.
At Bad Daddy's Burger Bar, we love baseball almost as much as we love serving up the best and baddest burgers around. People have called our burgers totally insane. And at Bad Daddy's, we take that as a compliment. But it's not just burgers. Up first, starters like our fried pickles, wings, or poblano frites. Second, try one of Bad Daddy's giant chopped salads. Third, our famous chef-inspired burgers with lots of different taste options. And before you head home, finish up with one of our shakes or delicious banana pudding. Bad Daddy's Burger Bar on the Parkway in Huntsville and Clift Farm in Madison.
It's laundry season at Owen Home Appliance Center. Tired of that washer walking out the door and having to dry a load 2 or 3 times? It's time for a new washer and dryer. Pick from brands like Maytag, GE, Whirlpool, Electrolux, and of course, Speed Queen. Try the new 2-in-1 GE Profile that washes and dries a load all in one machine. Visit the interactive location in Lacey Springs where you can try the washers and dryers before you buy them. Owen Home Appliance Center. Quality products, quality pricing, quality service. It's in the name, Owen Home Appliance Center.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
We go to the bottom of the 4th. Trash Panda is leading it 2-0. Chris, try not to screw it up.
Well, I'll try not to get stranded in the middle of the lake. How about that over the next few innings?
I was fighting for my life on Wednesday.
Oh, back to work goes Landon Harper for Columbus, facing off against Oscar Colas.
You know I'm sunburned.
I can tell. I mean, did your life flash before your eyes? That's the thing.
I did. I got on my knees and said a couple prayers, and I pulled through.
Well, I'm glad you did. Oscar Colas batting for the second time. He grounded out his first time up. How about George Clausen, by the way, up to now 6 strikeouts?
You know what? They're pointing to something here in the outfield, and I'm not sure what it is, if a fan is distracting the players on the field or what the deal is. It looked to be toward right center field. I'll see.
Well, I think there's some fans that are kind of leaning over the wall, is what it is, into the field of play. I think they were just letting them notice to not lean over the wall as Colas grounds one out towards second base. And Exposito will take care of Colas, and that's out number 1 here in the bottom of the 4th inning to bring in Ben Goebel. That's my hypothesis, at least.
By the way, that's Mathis. That is Tom Pasica's son, who just joined us in the top of the 4th inning. Now he gets to do the tyke on a mic.
How cool is that? So 1 down for Goebel. Struck out against Harper his first time up. He went up a home run, and then that triple that was lost in the sun as a pitch up and in, and Goebel checks, swings, and fouls it off. And it's 0-1. 2-0 Rocket City on top. 2 runs on 3 hits and no errors. No runs, no hits, no errors so far for Columbus. As Harper winds and fires an exit, it's swung on, hit high in the air towards deep left field. Going back is Quintero at the track in front of the Lexus of Huntsville sign, and he'll make the catch. For out number 2 as Ben Goebel gave that one a ride, but it stays in the ballpark.
Yeah, the wind almost took that one. He had the right idea. He got it high up into that jet stream, just not quite enough on it as Quintero made the catch about a foot shy of the base of the wall.
So 2 down quickly. And the batter will be Sam Brown. What a week last week for Sam Brown, and I don't think there's anybody that needed a week like that more than Sam. As he swings and laces one towards the gap in left center field. Quintero over, he slides, but he can't make the catch. Rounding first base, hanging on, making a sharp turn is Brown. That was nearly a spectacular catch by Quintero, but it'll be a base hit for Sam Brown. And that's a 2-out knock.
First off, 97 off the bat. He's having to come in and to his left is Quintero trying to flag that ball down, and the ball's also tailing in towards him. So it's like trying to catch a slider, and he dove in and almost made a tremendous play.
Brown now has been on base twice. He was on base 3 times Sunday. On base a total of 13 times last week in that series against Chattanooga, including nearly hitting for the cycle last Saturday. Had a couple of cycle watches, legit cycle watches last week with Brown, and then with Denzer on Sunday. Had the 5-for-5, settled for a 5-for-5 3-double home run game. As David Mershon takes a strike. As Harper works out of the stretch, he deals. And an off-speed pitch gets a swing and a miss, a slider at 79 miles an hour.
And that final double by Guzman, which came in the 9th. Little flare down the right field line. I'm telling you, if it doesn't bounce over that sidewall, he may have had a shot.
Big hole on the left side of the infield. They play Mershon to pull the 0-2 pitch. A couple of Mississippi guys here. The pitch swung on and missed on a good slider that time from Harper. Southern Miss strikes out a Mississippi State guy. Harper strikes out Mershon. And the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We played 4 out of the top of the 5th inning from Toyota Field. 2-0 Rocket City. This is Trash Pandas Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network in Valley Live.
When you call most roofing companies, all you'll hear is, you need a new roof. Not when you call Fleming. At Fleming Roofing and Restoration, we're focused on your needs, whether it's an easy repair or a full roof replacement. Folks around here have trusted Fleming since 1965 for all their residential and commercial roofing needs. And as the area's storm damage experts, Fleming knows all the ins and outs of the insurance claims process. Log on FlemingHSV.com to schedule your free estimate today. Fleming Roofing and Restoration. We show up.
At Bad Daddy's Burger Bar, we love baseball almost as much as we love serving up the best and baddest burgers around. People have called our burgers totally insane. And at Bad Daddy's, we take that as a compliment. But it's not just burgers. Up first, starters like our fried pickles, wings, or poblano frites. Second, try one of Bad Daddy's giant chopped salads. Third, our famous chef-inspired burgers with lots of different taste options. And before you head home, finish up with one of our shakes or delicious banana pudding. Bad Daddy's Burger Bar on the Parkway in Huntsville and Cliff Farm in Madison.
You've You've got to experience Toyotathon at Bill Penny Toyota. They've got the selection with over 700 new Toyotas to choose from. And they've got the extras with Bill Penny perks and a 10-year unlimited warranty. So get on over to Bill Penny Toyota today and experience Toyotathon. Bill Penny Toyota in Huntsville and online at BillPennyToyota.com. Bill Penny's Toyota 10-year unlimited warranty is valid through the 10th year of ownership. Valid on new vehicles only. See dealer for details.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Back here at Toyota Field, and the kiss cam going on between innings. And, of course, unless you're totally living under a rock the last 24 hours, you've seen the viral moment with the astronomer CEO and his HR director at the Coldplay concert. Here's McCabe, who swings and drives one out towards deep right field, but with room out there is Blankenhorn and makes a catch for out number one. What a start so far for George Clausen, as he struck out 6 batters so far, walked one, and still some zeros up there in the run-hit error column, as Adam Zabrowski will be the batter, but they reenacted that with Sprocket and McKenzie, one of our box office folks over there between innings. I don't know, I'm trying to think of the last viral moment that has gotten as much attention as that has the last 24 hours. What a crazy story. Bouncer foul down the third base line, and Zabrowski now in the hole, 0-2. 2-0, Rocket City on top. Home run in the first inning. And by the way, speaking of viral, it's starting to go viral. That catch that was made by the dad out there in left field, as there's a swing and a miss on a good cutter from Clausen, and that's strikeout number 7 for George as he continues to cook. As we start this top half of the 5th inning, Chris Harris with you, Josh Carey, our great production team here in Rocket City. Take a look at this cutter one more time from Clausen. That's a brilliant pitch. Call it a cutter or a slider. Movement that it has. The first pitch fastball grounded back up the middle by Cal Conley. Fielded behind the bag by the shortstop Denzer Guzman. And another quick 1-2-3 inning for George Clausen. How about the right-hander coming off the Futures game performance? He has incredible, maybe even special stuff here tonight against Columbus. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning, halfway home, 2-0 Rocket City. This is Trash Pandas Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Live.
An emerald green field is iconic in baseball. That's what TDI Services desires to create for every one of its customers. As proud sponsors of the Trash Pandas, TDI Services brings its A game to provide winning lawn care and pest control to the outside of Toyota Field. TDI Services can do the same for your lawn with their innovative biological approach for better results, as nature intended. Visit TDIGreenServices.com/Trash Pandas or call today at 888-556-7985 for our best discount.
At Bad Daddy's Burger Bar, we love baseball almost as much as we love serving up the best and baddest burgers around. People have called our burgers totally insane. And at Bad Daddy's, we take that as a compliment. But it's not just burgers. Up first, starters like our fried pickles, wings, or poblano frites. Second, try one of Bad Daddy's giant chopped salads. Third, our famous chef-inspired burgers with lots of different taste options. And before you head home, finish up with one of our shakes or delicious banana pudding. Bad Daddy's Burger Bar on the Parkway in Huntsville and Clift Farm in Madison.
It's laundry season at Owen Home Appliance Center. Tired of that washer walking out the door and having to dry a load 2 or 3 times? It's time for a new washer and dryer. Pick from brands like Maytag, GE, Whirlpool, Electrolux, and of course, Speed Queen. Try the new 2-in-1 GE Profile that washes and dries a load all in one machine. Visit the interactive location in Lacey Springs where you can try the washers and dryers before you buy them. Owen Home Appliance Center. Quality products, quality pricing, quality service. It's in the name, Owen Home Appliance Center.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Back here inside Toyota Field as we make our way to the bottom half of inning number 5. It's a 2-0 Rocket City advantage. And how about George Clausen? He can have some special stuff tonight. First pitch from Landon Harper is a strike over on the outside corner. And it's 0-1 to Miles Emerson. Bottom of the lineup as it'll be Emerson, Redfield, and back to the top, and Nelson Rada as the breaking balls hit foul down that third base line. And Josh mentioned the umpiring crew in this series. Trevor Patience behind home plate, Davion Fry at first, Connor Crowell at third. These guys spent the first half of their season in the Eastern League. So something they're doing this year with umpire crews getting a chance to experience another league in the second half of the year. Mix up the monotony. 0-2 on Emerson. Landon Harper so far has thrown 53 pitches. He's been pretty good as well. Clausen's just been a bit better so far. The mistake to Blankenhorn with the home run in the first inning. And then, honestly, in the second inning, a ball that should have been caught out there in left field by Quintero turned into a triple by Mershon. They're just swinging a line drive towards the gap in left center field. That's going to get down a base hit for Emerson as he'll make the turn around first base. And that's how we begin the bottom half of the fifth inning. Leadoff single for Emerson, and that'll bring in Joe Redfield. Emerson coming off a nice game on Sunday. And here's Redfield now, one of the Trash Pandas that comes in on a on-base streak of 5 games or more. Denzer Guzman leading the way coming into today's ball game on a 13-game on-base streak. As the pitch sails high to Redfield, it's 1-0. Redfield on an 11-game on-base streak entering play today. Mershon's already extended his to 11 games. 1-0 pitch to Redfield, that open stance in the box, and he takes that off-speed pitch. It was a curveball at 78 miles an hour in there for a strike. To Joe. He's a fun player to watch. He's very versatile as well. Is Redfield, a 23-year-old from Woodway, Texas, played his college ball at Sam Houston. There's a swing and a miss. He chases that curveball down. And it's 1-2. Emerson, no stolen bases on at first base. Sun fading away on this Friday night. Back underway in baseball after the All-Star break. All started last Saturday with the Futures game, of course, that George Clausen pitched in. 1-2 pitch. Off-speed pitch a little bit downstairs for a ball. One of the Columbus Clingstones started the game as an Atlanta Braves prospect at Truist in Atlanta. That was J.R. Ritchie. Also Hayden Harris, former Southern League guy with Mississippi and Columbus, was in the Futures game as well. Left-handed pitcher. Pitched down and in a ball to Redfield. The count goes full. And it's 3-2. I thought it was so cool. In the Futures game, the players were able to wear their minor league hats. It was so cool to see all the assortment of minor league teams that you recognize. There's a breaking ball, swing and a miss, throw down to second base with the runner taking off. The throw not in time and hanging on to the bag out there. At second base is Emerson. That's his first stolen base. It was a good pitch to run on because it was a curveball. He got a good jump. The throw is not bad, but Emerson able to get in around a tag from Cal Conley. And he picks up his first stolen base of the year. The strikeout of Redfield. That's the 6th strikeout now for Harper. Then back to the top of the lineup now, and Nelson Rada. Base hit his last time up. He's 1 for 2. Swinging a hot shot ground ball back through the middle. That's a base hit. Coming around third base is Emerson. He's going to score without a throw, and that's an RBI single for Nelson Rada. His 30th RBI of the year. And it's 3-0 Rocket City. That is his 25th multi-hit game of the season. And he's still the youngest player in the league. He'll be 19 for another month or so, as Rada does not turn 20 until August the 24th, a little over a month from now. Here's Blankenhorn, who takes a curveball outside for ball 1. So it's a 3-0 ball game. RBI number 30 for Nelson. This team continuing to swing a hot bat. Check on that runner at first base. Rada looking for his 30th stolen base on the year. He's kind of been stuck in the upper 20s recently after that great month of great month of May in which he stole 19 bases. Here's a 1-0 to Blankenhorn. Runner goes. Breaking ball's a strike. Throw down to second base is not in time. There's stolen base numero 30 for Nelson Rada. That's a milestone stolen base for Nelson, as he is able to swipe second base and get into scoring position here. He can hit, he can run, he can play defense. He is a very, very smart baseball player. So many great tools for Nelson Rada. Speed pitch misses downstairs for a ball. Let's think of a guy like Rada. Not going to turn 20 until August the 24th, and he's already spent a year and a half at the Double-A level. It's an experience he's gaining as well. 2-1 pitch. It's in the dirt low to Travis, who homered back in that first inning. I'd love to get Travis and that dad out there in left field to meet each other. That ball was not one of these home runs that just comes down. It was a line shot, 105 off the bat. Check on that runner at second base as the inside move from Harper. But back in standing safely out there at second base. Rada. Cal Conley's sneaking up behind him, the veteran and smart shortstop. 3-1 on Blankenhorn. And Landon Harper kicks and delivers. There goes Rada. The pitch is a strike. Go to second or go to third. Goes into left field. And Rada goes from second to third, now to home on the E2. And it's 4-0 at Rocket City. So that'll be a stolen base and E2. 31 steals now for Nelson Rada. 3 stolen bases in the inning now. And if you're Landon Harper, you're not getting much help behind you so far in this ballgame. Here's the righty's pitch. Off-speed pitch delivered, and it's hit foul down that first base line. Stays alive at 3-2 now. Base is empty. 1 out. Bottom of the 5th inning now. 4-0 ball game. Trash Pandas looking to stay hot coming off the All-Star break. Harper's next is down and in, a ball, as he misses with that curveball. And that's ball 4, so walk number 2 issued for Harper. And we'll see if that'll start some activity in that Columbus bullpen. So out to the mound will go the pitching coach for Columbus in his first year with the Atlanta Braves Double-A club. This is Mike Steed. We'll go out to the mound for a visit here as Zabrowski, the catcher, and Conley, the shortstop, come in on the conversation as well. And a chance to capitalize even more. This is a big crowd, over 6,000 here tonight. Once again, Rocket City leading the league in attendance. One of the biggest attendance numbers in Double-A baseball for Independence Day. Well over 7,000 here in Rocket City. Meeting adjourned on the mound as Denzer Guzman will be the batter. Pitch count right now for Harper is at 69. As Denzer digs in. A couple of strikeouts so far against Harper. Runner at first base, and the kick and the pitch. Swung on, and he popped him up. Right in the middle of the diamond, behind the pitcher's mound, and there's the second baseman, Exposito. He'll call for it, make the catch. And Guzman 0 for 3. in the ball game as he pops out there for out number 2, and that'll bring in Oscar Colas. Well, it's great to see this offense continuing to produce. Already 6 hits, 37 hits in the last 3 games in that series at Chattanooga. Nice to see it translate coming back home and after the All-Star break. Some teams are just itching to get to the All-Star break. I think most teams are. Most guys are ready for a break, but sometimes when you're swinging a hot bat, you just want to keep on going in this grind that is the game of baseball. The 1-0 pitch. Swinging a bouncing ball down the first baseline. Fielded over there by Compton. He'll step on the bag for the 3rd out, and that will retire the side. So in the 5th inning for Rocket City, they get another run on 2 hits. There were 3 stolen bases, an error, and they strand 1 on base. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Rocket City in control at 4-0 over Columbus. This is Trash Pandas Baseball, the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network in Valley Live.
Your mattress is the reason your morning coffee tastes like despair. At Beds Express, during our Memorial Day sale, getting the best sleep is as easy as 1, 2, 3. 1-year price guarantee. We'll beat any local competitor's price for up to a year after purchase. 2-year extended warranty and a 3-year comfort guarantee. Not loving your mattress? Exchange it for up to 3 years. Shop now and save with queen mattresses starting at just $199. Better sleep, better prices. That's the Beds Express promise. Locally owned and operated for over 30 years.
The Trash Pandas would like to thank their partner, Frame World Art Gallery. Family owned and operated and located in Huntsville now for over 36 years. Frame World is the place for all of your framing needs. Whether it's award framing, custom framing, sports art from Daniel Moore, Doug Hess, and more, or special keepsakes and collectible objects. Frame World can take care of it all. And if you mention this ad, you can save 25% off of any order. Check out Frame World Art Gallery at 2508 Memorial Parkway Southwest, or give them a call at 256-539-8859.
Together, let's celebrate the big occasions and the little moments, the firsts and forevers. Let's celebrate others and celebrate ourselves, because every milestone matters, and we promise to be with you for every one of them. Shop Reed's Jewelers and Reeds.com to find the perfect gift to celebrate your life's moments. Reed's Jewelers, trusted with life's moments.
Visit your local Reed's Jewelers at Bridge Street Town Center and Parkway Place Mall.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Well, it's a fun night at the ballpark here and Madison at Toyota Field as George Clausen goes back to work in the 6th inning. And it's a 4-0 game, and Clausen has been masterful. This outing so far reminds me a lot of his outing in Knoxville. His last outing with the one prior as Exposito takes the ball. The next is outside, and it's 2-0. It was a game back on May the 4th when he went 5 innings, and he had that little spot on his finger. The little nail started bleeding or started chipping away. Had to leave the ball game early. Here's a swing and a high fly ball out towards medium. Right center field. Rada coming on, makes the catch, and that is out number 1. Rada drove in the 3rd run, scored the 4th run of this ball game, picked up stolen base number 30 and 31 on the year. Also his 25th multi-hit game. There's a smooth customer is Nelson Rada. So 1 away now here in this top half of the 6th inning, and that brings in Kelvin Kilpatrick Jr., who swings and misses at the first pitch, and it's 0-1. Fastball at 97 miles an hour for Clausen as he works out of the windup and the pitch. Misses down and away. Coming out of the Futures game the other day, Keith Law via SI noted he threw the hardest pitch of the game, which was 99.2 miles an hour, and suggested, Keith has opinions, there's a swing and a miss, and it's 1-2 now on Kilpatrick. He said with that and a short but sharp slider, he could probably pitch in the Angels bullpen tomorrow. 1-2 pitch, swinging the ball fouled straight back. Keith Law dropping some bombs there. Faced 3 batters, allowed a walk, or a weak infield single, issued a walk, but induced a caught stealing, a forced play to escape unscathed. No runs allowed in total through 11 pitches in the Futures game last Saturday.
So here's my question. If Keith Law thinks so poorly of the Angels bullpen right now, and they are in the hunt for a playoff berth, do you push a young guy like this that quickly?
Here's a 2-2 pitch on the way. Swinging a liner foul out of play down that right field line. You know, I think there's some precedent for a situation like a George Clausen. The one I think about the most goes back over a couple of decades ago when there was a guy, well, actually, no, more like 15, 16 years ago. I guess it more 2 decades ago. Kilpatrick grounds one towards short. Backhanded play, Guzman. And he throws over to get the speedy Kilpatrick for the second out. But a guy by the name of Adam Wainwright, when he first made his big league debut, a big prospect, threw hard in the Braves organization, part of that trade that sent J.D. Drew to Atlanta. Ray King and Eli Marrero, I believe, in that deal as well. But Wainwright was such a big part of that team that went to the World Series. And who can forget that curveball striking out Carlos Beltran to send them to the World Series? Wainwright, of course, became a very accomplished starting pitcher. So the motto or the point of the story is there is precedent. Pitch is tap foul that time. You got a guy that can throw 99 to 100 miles an hour, and he can fit a specific role. I think if it makes sense, you do it.
I think something to keep on. You can say this about any trade that we're thinking of involving the Angels.
They're just swinging a liner out towards the gap in left center field, dropping quickly. That's going to be the first hit of the ball game for Columbus. Over was Redfield as it drops out there in left center field. And that is the first hit allowed by George Clausen. What a run he was on. Had not allowed a base runner since the leadoff walk to Quintero. And he had retired the last 15 in a row.
Well, you talk about the Angels, and by the way, nice little applause by the fans after he gave up that hit. And like you said, a good run for Clausen. But we've heard the Angels. Do you buy? Do you sell? What direction do you want to go in?
Pitch down and in, runner goes, and that's an easy stolen base for Paolini. Ball goes into center field, and Paolini will end up all the way at third base on the throwing error. So stolen base number 16 for him, and then an E2 puts now the potential first run for the Braves AA squad.
Good jump here by Paolini, and really not much of a chance there if you're Emerson, but go ahead, give it a try. You're up by 4 runs. You have a margin for error, and even though he picks up the error, still a chance here for Clausen to get out of the inning.
1-0 on Geraldo Quintero, the switch hitter. 3 of their first 4 batters are switch hitters, and you got 4 if you count Conley up and down the top 6 in their lineup.
As I was saying about Clausen and the Angels, you know, are you buying, are you selling? If you move George into a role like that, you got to ask yourself a question.
That was a tight throw at the third base bag by Emerson. We know he and Josh Crouch aren't shy, and dancing out the bag was the runner over there, Paolini. Just got back in safely.
But you ask, it's about development, right? If you're going to develop him to be a starting pitcher, how does pitching him out of the bullpen in a pennant race help him?
It's down and in for a ball. At the end of the day, it's how can you help the ball club, Josh? Yeah. Just a second look at that throw. Got the hand back in, it appeared. Ben Goebel trying to sell it.
But I guess what I'm saying is...
It's a walk to Quintero, by the way.
If you have a chance to get to the playoffs, that's great. But do you have a chance to do anything once you get there? And if the feeling is you don't really have much of a shot of getting there, why do you, in the eyes of some, shortchange his development by moving him to the bullpen? For what it's worth, I don't know the answer to that question. I'm just throwing out a hypothetical.
There was a guy that came through this Braves organization that I remember talking to about making that move to the bullpen and being a starter. That's A.J. Minter.
Yep.
And he really fell in love with that reliever role, and it became a pretty successful venture for him.
The one difference I would say, though, is the Angels did not trade Carlos Estevez to get a reliever here.
No.
They got a starter.
Well, now, I think that the future is as a starter, but for
the here and now?
Yeah. 0-1 on Compton. The pitch is in the dirt. Runner takes off, and Quintero going to easily swipe second base. That's his 18th stolen base. So after 3 steals in the bottom of the 5th inning for Rocket City, a pair for Columbus.
My theory is this. Any chance you have to pitch Major League Baseball, the better. Yeah. And if you have a chance to do it in a pennant race or a playoff contention, why not?
As the 1-1 pitch is delivered low, it's 2-1. And he had a chance to do that coming into the Futures game in the middle of an inning, coming out of the bullpen, so experience what it's like. And, you know, it is, I mean, it's just fodder from Keith Law, but I think he was maybe just saying he has that type of stuff is what he was going on, but it is something to think about. Here's a ball popped up in foul territory, third base side, wind drifting over, and near the netting going up against it was Goebel, and it lands on that foul netting down the third baseline, just beyond the steps, and you see some activity in that bullpen for Rocket City. Is up and throwing is Camden Manasseh.
I think the ball may have caught the netting on the way down. That's a case where the extended netting hurt it Rocket City. Without it, I think Goebel's able to easily reach into the stands and get the ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes on Compton. 76 pitches for George. Here's the 2-2. Swinging a hot shot liner, foul down that first base line. Right there on top of it was, speaking of Meridian, Mississippi, he's from Weston, Mississippi, Davion Fry over there at first base. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Compton. 2 in scoring position, the biggest scoring opportunity so far for Columbus as they get their first hit here in the 6th. Pitch popped up foul, third base side, out of play. Great crowd. Good night for baseball. Big moment here for Clausen. This is a development moment for him. 2-2 pitch. Slider, a check swing. Did he go? No on the appeal. Wow. They appealed to Connor Crowell, the third base umpire, who's out there between the mound and second base, and you rarely see them punch out a batter. That was close.
I'd like to get a look at that again.
Here's a 3-2 pitch now. Slider misses low, and that's ball 4 to Compton. So back-to-back walks here in the 6th inning. And the tying run's going to come up, and it's a good hitter here, and Ethan Workinger, who has 13 home runs and 46 RBIs. And here comes Andy Schatchley, and kind of unfortunate coming into this 6th inning. You would have loved to have seen him get through 6, had a no-hitter going. And now with a single and a pair of walks, the bases are loaded. And Camden Manasseh is going to come in after an 80-pitch outing for Clausen. Listen to this ovation from Panda Nation for George Clausen coming off his Futures game. I know he's a little disappointed right now, but he has shown some outstanding stuff here tonight. Going to the bullpen. We'll take a break. This is Rocket City Trash Pandas Baseball, the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network in Valley Live.
Together, let's celebrate the big occasions and the little moments, the firsts and forevers. Let's celebrate others and celebrate ourselves, because every milestone matters, and we promise to be with you for every one of them. Shop Reed's Jewelers and Reeds.com to find the perfect gift to celebrate your life's moments. Reed's Jewelers, trusted with life's moments.
Visit your local Reed's Jewelers at Bridge Street Town Center and Parkway Place Mall. Northrop Grumman is a proud supporter of the Rocket City Trash Pandas as we team together to make our community strong and viable for future generations. Northrop Grumman is looking for new individuals to help them define the next possible. Together we can all make a powerful impact to build strong communities and bright futures. Visit www.northropgrumman.com for a full listing of exciting job opportunities. Now, back to the ball game. Let's rock it, Trash Pandas.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
New pitcher for Rocket City is the right-hander Camden Manasseh. As the Trash Pandas playing some Miley Cyrus here inside Toyota Field. As Camden comes out of the bullpen and he inherits a pickle here. Bases are loaded with 2 outs. And Clausen exits the ball game. And here comes one of the top hitters in this lineup with 13 home runs, 46 RBIs, and that's Ethan Workinger. First pitch on the way to him. Swung on, foul back. Big cut that time from Workinger. First pitch fastball coming in there at 94 miles an hour. 30th appearance for Manasseh. 1-2, a 4.58 earned run average on the year for him. Last appeared on the 12th last week in Chattanooga. That was on Saturday. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Got the fastball by him there at 95. He's been pitching really, really well of late. Over his last 5 ball games, 8 innings, only 1 earned run allowed, 9 strikeouts, and 1 walk. And really throwing the ball well. Opponent's batting .257 against him. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Quickly ahead, 0-2 the count. The pitch on the way. Swinging a high, pop fly out towards shallow right field. Going out is the second baseman, Mershon, and he'll make the catch. Whew. Take a deep breath as Mershon hauls it in and the bases are left loaded. No runs, the first hit of the game for Columbus, and 3 left on base. We played 5.5. We go to the bottom half of the inning, and the Trash Pandas have a 4-0 lead over Columbus. This is Rocket City Trash Pandas Baseball, the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network in Valley Live.
At Northrop Grumman, their products define possible as they help customers defend the homeland, launch critical payloads into space, enable scientific exploration, return astronauts to the moon, and protect the warfighter. Yet their dedication goes beyond their products as they support the workforce, their families, our veterans, and our hometowns. Together, we can all make a powerful impact to build stronger communities and bright futures. That's defining possible. Northrop Grumman, defining the future.
An emerald green field is iconic in baseball. That's what TDI Services desires to create for every one of its customers. As proud sponsors of the Trash Pandas, TDI Services brings its A-game to provide winning lawn care and pest control to the outside of Toyota Field. TDI Services can do the same for your lawn with their innovative biological approach for better results, as nature intended. Visit TDIGreenServices.com/Trash Pandas or call today at 888-556-7985 for our best discount.
Your mattress is the reason your morning coffee tastes like despair. At Beds Express, during our Memorial Day sale, getting the best sleep is as easy as 1, 2, 3. 1-year price guarantee. We'll beat any local competitor's price for up to a year after purchase. 2-year extended warranty and a 3-year comfort guarantee. Not loving your mattress? Exchange it for up to 3 years. Shop now and save with queen mattresses starting at just $199. Better sleep, better prices. That's the Beds Express promise. Locally owned and operated for over 30 years.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Well, it's still 4-0 Rocket City as we mosey our way into the bottom half of the 6th inning. And nice work there by Camden Manasseh. 3 inherited runners. He leaves them all on base. As Columbus goes to their bullpen in the first pitch to Ben Goebels, laced down the left field line. That is a foul ball. Wow. Into that left field corner. Not a lot of room between the line and the stands, and it just got in there as Roldy Munoz is the new pitcher. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Trash Pandas Baseball, the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network in Valley Live.
HD 97.7.2, WZZN FM, Union Grove, Huntsville, Alabama. Talk Radio WZZN.
Back to the plate will come Goebel as you get a look at Roldy Munoz. His twin brother, Roddery Munoz, made his way to the big leagues with the Braves. Ended up with Miami, the Marlins. Roldy features a fastball. Remember last year in the ball game against the Braves and Trash Pandas last year, as Munoz delivers a pitch that's popped up foul right side out of play. He pitched in the bottom of an inning. I think it was like the bottom of the 7th. Top of the 7th inning was pitched by Ben Joyce. And both guys were throwing over 100 miles an hour. And right around 101.
Must have been 2 years ago.
Could have been. Here's an 0-2 pitch. Misses high for a ball. Joyce not pitched last year?
Not for us. At least I don't believe. We'll go check.
Last one at 96 from Munoz. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Slider laid into left field. That'll drop in for a base hit. Off the end of the bat at Goebel. He has himself a base hit. And a one-out single will bring in now Sam Brown. Walked and scored in that second inning. Singled in the fourth. He's been on base twice, coming out being named the Southern League Player of the Week. So Brown will dig in against Munoz here. We'll give you the final line on Harper here in just a second. As Munoz fires and the pitch is fouled away down that third base side.
Well, hot dog, Chris, he did appear in 18 games with Rocket City last season. Seems like a lifetime ago.
I'm pretty sure I didn't think I was, I mean, you never know. I hallucinate a lot.
So do I.
Sam Brown takes a ball. It's 1-1.
Don't want to know how I do, but
when you're stuck on the lake.
Lake, pondering life.
Oh, boy. Here's a swing and a high fly ball out towards deep left field off the bat of Brown, sending Quintero just in front of the warning track out there. Quintero's had a busy night in left for Columbus as Brown flies out for the first out. One away, but Munoz had touched 101, and Joyce had touched 101. It was the first time I'd ever seen top and bottom of the same inning guys hitting that high a number on the gun.
It used to be there were only a couple of guys throughout baseball who could do that. It's not so uncommon anymore.
Here's Mershon, first pitch, a big swing and a miss. He had a triple over Quintero out there in left field in the second inning. That scored a run. Yeah, not saying they're a dime a dozen. I mean, it's still something to be able to do that, but you know, a lot of those guys, you learn that you can get a lot of guys out with that 96 to 98 mile an hour fastball, which nothing to sniff at if you have a good secondary pitch.
But that's the thing, you have to know when to rev it up. I'll further my point here.
Next for Munoz, fastball that time at 97 is a ball.
This is something John Smoltz learned. I go out there, and of course, John was not a 100-plus guy very often. But he said, if I throw 98 all the time, I'm going to wear down.
The ground ball might be two to the second baseman. Exposito second for one. Over to first, a wide throw. Did he stay on the bag? Yes. Wow. I don't know. It was a heck of an effort over there by Compton. Davion Fry, the first base umpire, says he did. You see the relay throw from Conley. It's kind of hard to tell from that angle, but he was called out. That's a double play to end the bottom of the sixth inning. We'll continue that thought when we come back in the top of the seventh inning. It is still 4-0, Rocket City on top. As you listen and watch Trash Pandas Baseball, the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network in Valley Live.
The Trash Pandas would like to thank their partner, Frame World Art Gallery. Family owned and operated and located in Huntsville now for over 36 years. Frame World is the place for all of your framing needs. Whether it's award framing, custom framing, sports art from Daniel Moore, Doug Hess, and more, or special keepsakes and collectible objects. Frame World can take care of it all. And if you mention this ad, you can save 25% off of any order. Check out Frame World Art Gallery at 2508 Memorial Parkway Southwest, or give them a call at 256-539-8859.
What am I going to watch? What food am I going to order? Who am I going to unfollow? The internet is full of tough choices, but picking an internet provider isn't one of them. You gotta have good internet. Get upfront surprise-free pricing with Wi-Fi modem included and no data caps. Plus bundle Internet 300 with YouTube TV for just $92.99 per month for 12 months with autopay and paperless billing. Wow. Restrictions and terms apply. New customers only. Requires autopay and paperless billing. Price for Internet 300. Subject to change. Taxes and other charges extra.
Together, let's celebrate the big occasions and the little moments. The firsts and forevers. Let's celebrate others and celebrate ourselves. Because every milestone matters. And we promise to be with you for every one of them. Shop Reed's Jewelers and Reeds.com to find the perfect gift to celebrate your life's moments. Reed's Jewelers, trusted with life's moments.
Visit your local Reed's Jewelers at Bridge Street Town Center and Parkway Place Mall.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
We go to the top half of the seventh inning here in Madison, Alabama. Camden Benassi back to work. First pitch is a ball outside to David McCabe. It's one of those July nights where you say it's sticky outside. It's very humid.
Moist would be a good word, too.
Well, 1-0 pitch. Swinging a hot shot roll right past Manasseh. He was able to dodge it on a hard hit liner back up the middle out the bat of McCabe, and that's hit number 2 for Columbus in the ball game. He's got a great bat. That was McCabe, his first hit of the ball game. He's 1 for 3. That'll bring in Adam Zabrowski, who is 0 for 2. Final line, by the way, on George Clausen. 5 2/3 innings, no runs, 1 hit, walked 3, struck out 7 through right at 80 pitches in the outing. As the big right-handed batter Zabrowski swings and flies one back foul and out of play.
So back to what we were talking about last inning. So John Smoltz, right? He could get it up to 100. He just didn't want to do it very often because he knew he would wear down. And so he learned, what are the 2 biggest things of pitching? Changing speeds, location.
Yep.
That was something Greg Maddux learned, and that's something every pitcher can learn. Doesn't really matter how hard you throw it. Now, you might have to get it up there to 100, 102 every now and then. That's fine. You just don't want to do it all the time to the point where your arm is out of socket in about a couple of years.
No balls, 2 strikes on Zabrowski, and Manasseh falls on the delivery to the plate. He just stumbled as he got ready to raise his left leg. Got his feet kind of tangled out there. Let's see a replay. It's a good angle to look at. Yeah, he's kind of lost his balance. Maybe his spike got caught in the dirt as well.
Fortunately, he's okay. Unfortunately, though, it's also a balk, so that takes away the double play.
So up to second base on the balk is McCabe, and that potential first run is in scoring position for Columbus. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Blankenhorn running in. He can't find it, I thought, for a moment, but he makes the catch. McCabe bluffs the tag. And a brilliant throw by Travis Blankenhorn. And tell you what, if they wanted to get a look at Blankenhorn's arm, what he's got right now, I think they just found out.
Yeah, that's a major league arm, but I agree with you. I think he lost the ball up here for a second. It's that time of night. It's the twilight. It's the dusk. But he was able to pick it up out of the sky eventually and get it back in. That's big. If that falls in, suddenly it's a interesting affair.
Here's Conley now, the switch hitter from Orlando. Played his college ball at Texas Tech. Ground ball right side. That's through the hole and a base hit for Conley. Rounding third is McCabe. He's getting getting waved around third. He'll score. And it's a 4-1 ball game. The first run of the game for Columbus on an RBI single by the veteran, Cal Conley.
Boy, you go back to that wonky balk as well. If he's at first, maybe he gets the third on the play, and a double play gets you out of the inning. As it is, Columbus with its first run, and they're starting to turn it on a little bit as we reach the late stages of this game.
RBI number 18 for Cal Conley. You know, it was great earlier today. I really don't want to harp on this because it's not about me, but it was so great seeing a lot of these guys I spent, for some of them, the last 3 or 4 years with when they were with the Mississippi Braves, and place I spent the last 7 years. You know, like Cal Conley just walked up and just tried to give me a giant bear hug. It's more so the opposite way, I think, but Esposito takes a strike. It's 0-2, but that's what it's all about, the people, and get a chance to catch up with some of these guys, and that's what it's all about. 0-2 on Esposito. Kick and the pitch. Bounces in the dirt low. Good block up there by Emerson. Some of these guys who were there at the end of last year and for the entire year last year, and it was a tough year. It really was. And they were able to gut it out under some tough circumstances last year in Mississippi. Go through as the 1-2 pitch is delivered. Ground ball towards the left side of the infield. Back into play. Guzman fires over to first in time. What a play. Denzer Guzman. Made this look easy.
This is pretty. Watch what he does here. Along the ground, he's moving away from first. it's the exchange that gets you, but then the off-balance throw from his back foot and gets it over there on a dime. I know they want to get him over to third base at some point because there's a pretty good shortstop at the major league level, but boy, it's so hard to move him from short when you see a play like that.
Up to second base on the throw is Conley. He's in scoring position now for Kevin Kilpatrick Jr. as he laces one into right field for a base hit. They may test Blankenhorn. Here comes the throw from Travis to the plate. It's in time. He's out at the plate. Travis Blankenhorn cannon.
Why, though? You have the tying run coming to the plate.
And with plenty of time to spare. Wow. We head to the bottom of the seventh inning. Time to stretch here at Toyota Field. Trash Pandas on top of Columbus 4-1. This is Rocket City Trash Pandas Baseball, the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network in Valley Live.
Minutes still matter in an emergency. Chest pain, severe abdominal pain, high fever, and other emergencies often need fast medical care. Crestwood Medical Center is here to take care of you and your family. Learn more at CrestwoodMedCenter.com.
Hey fans, catch the excitement of minor league baseball with the Bally Sports Live app. Watch your favorite team or scout the top prospects. Every game live all season long. Strike three! You're out! Plus, stream the Savannah Bananas and emerging fight sports to keep the action going. Best of all, it's totally free. No credit card required. Download the Bally Sports Live app today on your phone or connected device.
What am I going to watch? What food am I going to order? Who am I going to unfollow? The internet is full of tough choices, but picking an internet provider isn't one of them. You gotta have good internet. With WOW, you now get upfront surprise-free pricing with Wi-Fi modem included and no data caps. All for only $30 a month. Wow. Restrictions and terms apply. New customers only. Requires auto pay and paperless billing. Price for internet $300. Subject to change. Taxes and other charges extra.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Well, it's a raucous crowd here at Toyota Field enjoying it's been a great night so far for the Rocket City Trash Pandas as Miles Emerson, who applied that tag on the tremendous sort of the plate by Blankenhorn. I mean, you had a chance to test him, and you made the great point. You got the tying run on base.
And he already showed you his arm when McCabe tagged up at second. He warned you.
Here's a line shot back up the middle, a base hit for Miles Emerson. That's his second hit of the ball game. Miles on base ahead of Joe Redfield. 8-9-1 batters facing off against Roldy Munoz. Where's number 60 on the back of that gray jersey? By the way, for Roldy Munoz, 6'2", 183 pounds. He's 25 from Santo Domingo.
By the way, I wanted to go back to what you were saying about your experience last year.
Yeah.
With the final year of the M Braves.
Pitch on the way, bunted it back to the screen and foul. Joe Redfield.
Obviously, it's hard for employees of the M Braves, year-round employees who are losing their jobs, but think about being a player in that situation.
Oh, sure.
Showing up, knowing that it's a lame duck situation. And there's no one at the ballpark. It's hard to get the energy up. The morale is down amongst staff. How do you go out there and perform every day? There's a reason why so many teams don't announce moving to a new location until after the season.
There's a bunt by Redfield out in front of the plate. Picked up by Zabrowski. Tosses over to first base. And that is out number one. Up to second base. Goes as a sacrifice. Emerson in a scoring position. So it is a sacrifice bunt. 2-3 on the putout. I'll bring in Nelson Rod, who already has picked up his 26th multi-hit game of the season. But yeah, I mean, with the whole having to move a series and just everything else, it was unfortunate. I mean, it really was. And I was talking to Cade Bunnell a little bit before the game, and he kind of looked at me and said, "We learned a little bit about adversity last year, didn't we?"
Yeah. But what's so unfortunate is for all the guys, for the M-Braves and now the Clingstones, you're trying to make a name for yourself in what is a losing situation.
Pitch in there for a strike. Only thing I've consistently said, I just hope some lessons were learned. I hope some lessons were learned and improvements are made in the future if situations arise like that. Here's a 1-1 pitch on the way from Munoz. Misses down and in for a ball. And it's 2-1 on Rada. Game started in that first inning. Talked about the viral moment with the astronomer CEO. Had a viral moment in the first inning with the dad catching the ball out there in left field. It's already making the rounds on social media.
Did you mention your Coldplay tweet?
Some of the best tweets you come up with, and me alongside some others are now admins for the Trash Bin account since the GOAT Lucas Dologowski is now with USA Soccer. Sometimes the best ones you come up with are just when you're sitting at home at like 10 o'clock at night, just looking around and seeing all the Coldplay posts and superimposing people's faces on others. And I just thought, you know what, let's just go the opposite way and say we're a mature ball club. 3 balls, 2 strikes, the count on Rada. Takes it down and in. That's ball 4.
Bro, we're called the Trash Pandas.
I know, right?
There's nothing mature about us. We lost a 7-5 no-hitter.
Yeah. we eat garbage. Very irreverent. Pitch out of the zone. Puts Rada on at first base. And got activity in that Rocket City bullpen. We'll see if they pull the trigger here or not. As back to the mound goes their first-year pitching coach, Mike Steed. Maybe buying some time. We got a guy in Roldy Munoz. Munoz is a guy that he and his brother, Roddery Munoz, there were a couple of guys that certainly high regard in this Braves organization. You got an arm like Roldy Munoz. I know they really would love for him to get over the hump because that could be a huge piece to a bullpen.
And piece to a bullpen, not just for the Braves, but for someone else. I don't know what Atlanta's thoughts are. Their performance toward the end of the first half of the season was less than stellar. But if they hope to make a move in the second half and want to trade away a piece, he could be a piece.
Absolutely.
For a farm system that, frankly, doesn't have a whole lot right now. By the way, here's Travis standing, and I was talking to him before the ball game. Want to know why our jobs are so important, Chris? I'll explain it here in a moment.
2 on and 1 out. Pitch to Blankenhorn. He swings and hits one off of his front foot. Ouch. Down the first base line.
We are not important. I mean, there are a lot of people who, if we quit today, would have, there would be a line out the door to take our jobs. We are a dime a dozen. But Travis's first career Major League homer, I guess he would have been playing for the Mets. I'm not sure of that. Guess what the broadcaster called him? Blankenship. One of the most memorable moments in his entire career, and they botched the name.
It's close.
Well, yeah.
Here's a pitch from Munoz, and Amy Davis, one of our Trash Panda merch gurus, said the Blankinator as he pops one up out into left field, and moving over to make the catch was Quintero. She gave the nickname the Blankinator for Travis Blankenhorn.
That's what he should have called him. First career home run for the Blankinator. That would have been memorable.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Here we are. Bottom of the 7th inning, 4-1 Rocket City. Here's Denzer Guzman. Quiet night for Denzer. 0 for 3 coming off the 5 for 5 game on Sunday. As Munoz's first pitch is a high strike. That was out of the zone according to Pitch Tracks. As the call was made by our home plate umpire, Trevor patience. Here's a line shot, but right to the third baseman, McCabe, who puts the glove up and makes the catch for out number 3. That was a hot shot to the hot corner, and the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, and 2 left on base. We played 7 on to the 8th inning here at Toyota Field. Rocket City is on top, 4-1. This is Rocket City Trash Pandas Baseball, the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Live.
Crestwood Medical Center is committed to keeping patients safe, so please don't delay in getting treatment when you need emergency care. Visit CrestwoodMedCenter.com to see what they are doing to keep you safe.
In baseball, it's all about the next play, the next win. There's no time for distractions or mistakes, and definitely no time for injuries. Top athletes from around North Alabama don't need to be worried about being sidelined. They have the award-winning team from SportsMed on their side with 4 convenient locations. You don't need to be an elite athlete to take advantage of SportsMed top orthopedic surgeons, physical therapy, and imaging services. SportsMed, keeping you off the bench and in the game. They're the only name you need to know for complete orthopedic care. SportsMed, it's where the pros go. Official team physicians of the Rocket City Trash Pandas. Call SportsMed today at 256-881-5151 or on the web at sportsmedalabama.com.
SportsMed, keeping you off the bench and in the game. They're the only name you need to know for complete orthopedic care.
As proud sponsors of the Trash Pandas, TDI Services delivers professional lawn care, mosquito and flea tick control around Toyota Field, creating a winning lineup of lawns at homes across Huntsville and Madison County. TDI Services pledges home run lawn care and pest service with our innovative biological practices, using fewer chemicals as nature intended. Visit TDIGreenServices.com/Trash Pandas or call 888-556-7985 to transform your lawn and save.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
When we go to the top half of the 8th inning, we have a new pitcher, and it's 4-1 Rocket City. And to tell you about it and to take you home, here's Josh Carey.
All right, Chris, thank you so much. 4-1 your score. Trash Panda 6 outs from a win as Jose Quijada will take over in the 8th inning. He'll face the 9-1 and 2 hitters, Paolini, Quintero, and Compton, all due up as the first pitch is a fastball fouled to the screen. It's 0-1. Camden Manassi, inning in the 3rd, 3 hits, a run, it was earned. He walked none, and he struck out no one. So again, it's a 4-1 ball game. Paolini, 1 of 2, a ground out to second, and a single. He picked up the first hit of the game for the Clingstones in the 6th inning. Stole a base, was left stranded at 3rd. Quijada back on the bump for Rocket City, the 0-1. Fastball, going to miss away. Even at a ball and a strike. Quijada, he's turned himself a nice season to this point. 2-1, a 2.96 ERA, 26th appearance, all in relief. 24 in the 3rd innings, 20 hits, 10 runs, 8 earned. As another sinker going to miss outside, go to 2 balls and a strike as Quijada wanted that call, and he may have clipped the outside corner. 2-1 on the left-handed hitter. Quijada, 10 runs, 8 earned. He's allowed 2 homers, hit 2, walked 9, struck out 34. Opponents hitting .230 against him. Another fastball, another strike. It's going to even at 2-2 on Paolini. Playing off the line at 3rd is Goebel. The wind is whipping out toward left at about 20 miles an hour. Here's the set by Q, the 2-2. Just missed low. Fastball, that one was off the plate. 3 balls and 2 strikes on the left-handed hitter. Rocket City 4-8-1, Columbus 1-4-1. Quijada tries to finish off Paolini. The pitch hit foul. A little cue shot over by the third base camera well, just north of the Clingstones dugout. It stays at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Rocket City 1 in the 1st, 1 in the 2nd, 2 more in the 5th inning. Columbus got their lone run in the 7th. As the Trash Pandas try to get the second half of the season off to a good start. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss. Fastball high and away. Way late on the pitch was Paolini. In fact, he chased ball 4. That'll be strikeout number 1 for Quijada. Out number 1 in the 8th inning. 1 out. We go back to the top of the order in Geraldo Quintero. As we look at it again, you can see that ball tail high and away, and coming up empty, Paolini. Quintero has walked twice, stolen a base, and rolled to short. This is a lefty on righty matchup. First pitch by Quijada. There's a slider low, 1-0. Attendance to give you 6,491. Good draw tonight. Playing off the line at first is Brown. Quijada. Next pitch. Fastball going to be fouled to the screen. It will even at 1-1. Quijada's been pitching some mighty good baseball really over the last 2 months or so. Had a bit of a slow start when he was first sent to Rocket City. Again, spent parts of the last 5 years at the major league level. First with the Marlins and then with the Angels. The 1-1. Fastball, a slice job foul off to the right. Late on the swing was Quintero. It's 1-2. Was a little banged up. Started the year at AAA Salt Lake and then made his way over to Rocket City in the early part of May. He'll climb back on the bump. Quijada. Here's the 1-2. Fastball swung on and missed. Threw it high and away on the right-handed hitter. Quintero down swinging. Strikeout number 2 for Quijada. Strikeout number 9 for Rocket City pitching. 2 quick outs in the 8th for Drew Compton. He's 0 for 2. A fly out to left and a strikeout swinging. He's also drawn a walk as you look at it again. Again, not afraid to go out of the zone. Clingstone pitchers haven't faced too many guys like this season. Lefty on righty. First pitch by Quijada. There's another fastball. That one missed inside. 1-0. Quijada dancing all over the place. He's a lot of fun to watch.
Spicy.
Over his last 5 outings, he has gone 5 shutout innings while allowing only 3 hits. He's also picked up 2 wins in that span. Next offering is low. 2 balls and no strikes. He's also struck out 6. And you got to give him a little bit of credit. When you've been at the major league level as long as he has, it'd be easy to get down on yourself being at AA, but he's embraced the role as a veteran leader in that bullpen, teaching some of the younger guys the finer points of professional pitching. As the next pitch in for a strike. 4-seam fastball on the lower inside corner. It's 2-1 on the right-handed hitting Compton. The set again by Quijada. High leg kick, the delivery. Fastball swung through and missed again. Now on at 94, it's even at 2-2. But going back to Keith Law's comments about the Angels bullpen, if this guy continues to hone his skills and the Angels are still in the fight, maybe, just maybe. 2-2 on the way. Swung, hit, foul, straight back to the screen. Quijada with a little jogging around the pitcher's mound, staying at 2-2. Because while an arm like Clausen would be electric in the bullpen, you also need experience, especially as you head down the stretch. Of course, Quijada could provide that. From the belt, here's the 2-2. Called strike 3. Just nipped the inside corner. Jose with a point to the gods. He strikes out the side. So sad he has no personality. That's strikeout number 10 for Rocket City pitching. 1-2-3. Go the Clingstones. Bottom 8 on its way. 4-1 Rocket City. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Panda Broadcast Network and Valley Live.
Minutes still matter in an emergency. Chest pain, severe abdominal pain, high fever, and other emergencies often need fast medical care. Crestwood Medical Center is here to take care of you and your family. Learn more at crestwoodmedcenter.com.
In baseball, it's all about the next play, the next win. There's no time for distractions or mistakes, and definitely no time for injuries. Top athletes from around North Alabama don't need to be worried about being sidelined. They have the award-winning team from SportsMed on their side with 4 convenient locations. You don't need to be an elite athlete to take advantage of SportsMed top orthopedic surgeons, physical therapy, and imaging services. SportsMed, keeping you off the bench and in the game. They're the only name you need to know for complete orthopedic care. SportsMed, it's where the pros go. Official team physicians of the Rocket City Trash Pandas. Call SportsMed today at 256-881-5151 or on the web at sportsmedalabama.com.
SportsMed, keeping you off the bench and in the game. They're the only name you need to know for complete orthopedic care. Northrop Grumman is a proud supporter of the Rocket City Trash Pandas as we team together to make our community strong and viable for future generations. Northrop Grumman is looking for new individuals to help them define the next possible. Together we can all make a powerful impact to build stronger communities and bright futures. Visit www.northropgrumman.com for a full listing of exciting job opportunities. Now, back to the ball game. Let's rock it, Trash Pandas.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
We go to the bottom of the 8th inning, 4-1. Trash Pandas with the lead, and now on to pitch for Columbus will be right-hander Tyler Laporte, who's out of Lafayette, Louisiana. And he'll face the middle part of the Rocket City order. Colas, Goebel, and Brown all due up against the Columbus right-hander, whose first pitch is a fastball that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. Get your Laporte's numbers here in just a second. As well off the line at third is McKay. Colas 0 for the night as the next pitch is low. 1-1. He has twice rolled out to second and grounded to first. Laporte 0-1, 4.91 ERA. This is his 9th appearance, all in relief. 0 of 1 in saves. 11 innings, 14 hits, 9 runs, 6 earned. As the next pitch is a sinker that misses inside. 2 balls and a strike. He's also walked 7 and struck out 9. Opponents hitting .318 against him. One thing I've noticed about this Columbus roster, they skew older. As the 2-1, a beautiful changeup fooled badly was Colas. He swung on a miss. 2-2. Laporte, 28 years old, which is a little on the high side for Double-A, but check this out. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pitchers over the age of 25 as the next pitch is low.
Including Brian Moran, who's 36.
Yeah, out of Rye, New York. I'm sure we'll see him at some point this weekend.
Brother Colin Moran.
It's 3-2. Next offering. Way outside, ball 4. Missed with a changeup. Leadoff walk to Colas. That'll be walk number 1 by Laporte and walk number 4 by Columbus pitching. 1 on with no one out for Ben Goebel. He's 1 for 3. A single, a fly out to left, and a strikeout swing. Meanwhile, for their everyday players, they've got 1, 2, 3. And they got 3 guys over the age of 25 and several others at the age of 25. So, probably one of the older teams in the league as the pitch hits the inside corner. 0-1. That usually means they don't really have anyone at the lower levels who's ready to mature to the Double-A level and compete. As the 0-1 swung on, hit foul off to the right. Going to even at a ball and a strike, and that's not a knock. That's just what it is, as Goebel will dig back in. Leading at first is Colas. A lot of room on the right side as Compton holds the runner. Next pitch, slider, swing and a miss. Weak hack that time on the 0-2 offering by Goebel. He'll strike out for the second time tonight. Strikeout number 1 for Laporte, out number 1 in the 8th inning. Here's Sam Brown, 1 of 2. A walk, a run scored, a single, and a fly out to left. Laporte, left-handers are hitting .417 against him. Righties 200. He possesses a fastball, a sinker, a sweeper, and a changeup. Began this year at High A Rome as the next pitch is a strike to Brown. 0-1 to Sam, who has walked, scored a run, singled, and fly to left. Went 2-0 with the Rome Braves, a 1-5, or Rome Braves, boy, listen to me. Old stomping grounds, the Rome Emperors. Here's the 0-1. Fastball rolled to second to his left fielding. Quintero throw to second out there. Relay to first in time there. Very nifty 4-6-3 double play. And I'm sorry, that was Esposito who made the field and the throw. So 4-6-3 on the twin killing. Esposito over to Conley, then to Compton. And just like that, the side is retired. In the 8th for Rocket City, no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left. We'll move to the 9th. Last chance for Columbus. It's 4-1 Rocket City. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Panda Broadcast Network in Valley Live.
You've got to experience Toyotathon at Bill Penny Toyota. They've got the selection with over 700 new Toyotas to choose from. And they've got the extras with Bill Penny perks and a 10-year unlimited warranty. So get on over to Bill Penny Toyota today and experience Toyotathon. Bill Penny Toyota in Huntsville and online at BillPennyToyota.com. Bill Penny's Toyota 10-year unlimited warranty is valid through the 10th year of ownership. Valid on new vehicles only. See dealer for details.
meals. At Bad Daddy's Burger Bar, we love baseball almost as much as we love serving up the best and baddest burgers around. People have called our burgers totally insane. And at Bad Daddy's, we take that as a compliment. But it's not just burgers. Up first, starters like our fried pickles, wings, or poblano frites. Second, try one of Bad Daddy's giant chopped salads. Third, our famous chef-inspired burgers with lots of different taste options. And before you head home, finish up with one of our shakes or delicious banana pudding. Bad Daddy's Burger Bar on the Parkway in Huntsville and Clift Farm in Madison.
It's laundry season at Owen Home Appliance Center. Tired of that washer walking out the door and having to dry a load 2 or 3 times? It's time for a new washer and dryer. Pick from brands like Maytag, GE, Whirlpool, Electrolux, and of course, Speed Queen. Try the new 2-in-1 GE Profile that washes and dries a load all in one machine. Visit the interactive location in Lacey Springs where you can try the washers and dryers before you buy them. Owen Home Appliance Center. Quality products, quality pricing, quality service. It's in the name, Owen Home Appliance Center.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
We go to the 9th inning. Rocket City leading at 4-1. Brady Chobin on to close it out as Jose Quijada was as perfect gets. He faced 3 men in the 8th inning, struck them all out. He's done for the day, and now Chobin will come in a save situation. He will face the 3, 4, and 5 hitters, Workinger, McCabe, and Zabrowski in the 9th inning. This will be a righty-on-righty matchup after we clean up some debris down the right field line. And that's being taken care of by the Columbus first base coach. By the way, if the game ends here, Tyler Laporte, a scoreless 8th inning, no hits, a walk, and a strikeout as Chobin takes over after a tremendous week last week at Chattanooga. His first pitch is a fastball that misses low, 1-0. Chobin on the season, 1-4, 2.84 ERA, 34th appearance, all in relief, 2 of 3 in saves, 38 innings, 37 hits, 13 runs, 12 earned, 2 homers, 2 hit batsmen, 7 walks, 32 Ks. Another fastball fouled straight back, 1-1. Opponents are hitting .255 against him, and with the promotion of Jared Southard to AAA a few weeks back, he, along with Sammy Natera Jr., have split the closing duties. He'll look back in, Chobin. Next pitch. Breaking ball, fouled to the screen again. It will go to a ball and 2 strikes. And like I said, he had a whale of a week last week at Chattanooga. Appeared in 4 ball games. Last pitch on Sunday allowed a hit and struck out 2 in a single inning. Pitched down and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. But for the week, he went 3 1/3 innings, allowed only 3 hits and 1 run. It was unearned. He was actually tagged with a extra inning loss and also struck out 7. He's continued to work on his sinker, and that's really been the pitch that's put him over the top. Off the line at first is Brown. Chobin from the belt. Here's the 2-2. Swung and bounced to third. Waiting back on it on a backhand Goebel. Long throw across the diamond in time. Good play by Brown to skip to the backside of the bag and retrieve the throw. 5-3 on the putout. 1 out in the 9th inning for David McCabe. As you look at it again, good job by Goebel to stay down on the ball. McCabe, 1 of 3, a single, a run scored. He's also flied to right and struck out swinging. Chris Harris has headed down to the field. He'll talk to a winning member of the Trash Pandas Club, assuming Rocket City can hang on here. First pitch, gonna miss low. 1-0 on the left-handed hitter. By the way, one thing I wanted to point out about Tyler Laporte for Columbus, I didn't get a chance because the last inning was so quick. Next pitch is low, 2-0. Spent 4 years in independent ball. You love it when a guy like that sticks around and continues to grind out year after year and finally gets an opportunity. His just so happens to be with the Braves and here with Columbus as the pitch is hit hard through into right field for a base hit. McCabe took the 2-0 offering and laced it through the right side between the 3-4 hole. That's his second hit of the ball game. He's got 2 of the 5 hits tonight for Columbus, and 1 on with 1 out for Adam Zabrowski. He's 0 for 3, a foul out to first, a strikeout swinging, and a fly out to right. Chobin trying to pin it down for George Clausen. If he does, it would be Clausen's 3rd win of the season. First pitch. Looked like a sinker that should have been a strike, but it was called a ball. Lower inside corner, it's 1-0. That's at least according to Pitch Tracks. Righty on righty. Next offering. Fastball in on his hands. Little flare into shallow right. Out is Mershon. He'll make the catch about 2 or 3 steps onto the shallow right center field grass. Easy play for Mershon. 2 quick outs in the 9th inning, and the last chance for the Clingstones will be Cal Conley. As you look at the replay, a little jam shot here by Zabrowski. So 2 quick outs. Conley is 1 of 3, a single, a ground out to short, and a strikeout swinging. Righty on lefty as playing up at third is Goebel. Chobin. First pitch. Fastball just missed down and away. It will go to a ball and no strikes on Conley. By the way, it should be noted that Conley's single also drove in the lone run for Columbus. 1-0. In the dirt and going to skip away, but staying put will be McCabe over at first. If the game's a little closer, maybe he takes off for second, but no need to run into the third out as it goes to 2-0. Chobin out of Ohio in Rio Grande, NAIA school. Came up from the bottom from the Angels organization, now has become one of the top prospects out of the bullpen. He'll go back to the belt, shaded up the middle, the shortstop Guzman, the pitch. Fastball away. 3 balls and no strikes, and Chobin an errant one away from bringing the tying run to the plate. Wind still blows out to left field at about 10 miles an hour. They play straight away and deep in the outfield. You got to come right at him here. 3-0. Fastball just missed outside, ball 4. So he walked Cal Conley on 4 pitches. McCabe will go to second. Conley reaches. First walk by Chobin. Walk number 4 by Rocket City pitching. As time is called, Emerson will go out there and have a word with Chobin as you look at the last pitch, and yeah, that was off the plate. So they will chat things over. For what it's worth, Exposito, who stands in, has 1 homer on the year. He's 0 for 3 tonight, a strikeout swinging, a fly out to center, and a ground ball to short. And home plate umpire Trevor Patience has lost his patience. He'll go out there and break things up. So back behind the dish comes Emerson. 4-1 your score. Rocket City with the lead. 2 on, 2 out, top of the 9th for Columbus. The wind still drifting out to left. Off the line at first is Brown. The set by Chobin. First pitch. And a swing and a miss. Threw him that sinker. At 94 down and in. Full badly was Exposito. It's 0-1. No one up in either bullpen as this is Chobin's game. He'll come set. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fastball tap foul into the third base dugout where the Clingstones are. It's 0-2 and Columbus down to its final bullet. And the crowd can sense it as they start to clap it up. 6,491. The look in by Chobin. The check back of second from the belt. And the 0-2. Breaking ball popped up. Into left. Should be playable for Redfield. He drifts in. Camps under it. Makes the catch. And it's a winner for Rocket City. It got a little hairy there in the 9th, but Exposito flies out to left. Chobin does indeed pin down the save for the Clingstones in the 9th. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. They lead 2. And your final score is Rocket City 4 and Columbus 1. We'll go ahead and total things up right here for the Clingstones. 1 run on 5 hits. They commit 1 error. They left 6 men on base. As for Rocket City, 4 runs on 8 hits. They committed no errors and left 5 on. George Clausen with the win. He moves to 3-7 as he goes 5 2/3 scoreless innings, 1 hit, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts, one of his better games of the season. He's 3-7. Landon Harper starts, takes the loss for the Clingstones. He falls to 2-4, 5 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, 2 walks, and 6 strikeouts. The save to Brady Chobin, his 3rd. By the way, he goes a scoreless inning, allows a hit, walks 1, and strikes out no one. So for those of you on radio, we'll be back with the Northrop Grumman postgame show right after this. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Panda Broadcast Network and Valley Live. For those on TV, let's go to Chris Harris.
An emerald green field is iconic in baseball. That's what TDI Services desires to create for every one of its customers. As proud sponsors of the Trash Pandas, TDI Services brings its A-game to provide winning lawn care and pest control to the outside of Toyota Field. TDI Services can do the same for your lawn with their innovative biological approach for better results, as nature intended. Visit TDIGreenServices.com/Trash Pandas or call today at 888-556-7985 for our best discount.
At Bad Daddy's Burger Bar, we love baseball almost as much as we love serving up the best and baddest burgers around. People have called our burgers totally insane. And at Bad Daddy's, we take that as a compliment. But it's not just burgers. Up first, starters like our fried pickles, wings, or poblano frites. Second, try one of Bad Daddy's giant chopped salads. Third, our famous chef-inspired burgers with lots of different taste options. And before you head home, finish up with one of our shakes or delicious banana pudding. Bad Daddy's Burger Bar on the Parkway in Huntsville and Clift Farm in Madison.
It's laundry season at Owen Home Appliance Center. Tired of that washer walking out the door and having to dry a load 2 or 3 times? It's time for a new washer and dryer. Pick from brands like Maytag, GE, Whirlpool, Electrolux, and of course, Speed Queen. Try the new 2-in-1 GE Profile that washes and dries a load all in one machine. Visit the interactive location in Lacey Springs where you can try the washers and dryers before you buy them. Owen Home Appliance Center. Quality products, quality pricing, quality service. It's in the name, Owen Home Appliance Center.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN. Another one is in the books. Now, let's head to postgame. Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN is brought to you by Frame World, Wow, Reed's Jewelers, Crestwood Medical Center, the law firm of Martinson and Beeson, Northrop Grumman, Bad Daddy's Burger Bar, Alumni Hall, Eagle Insulation, and by Fleming Roofing and Restoration.
Welcome into the Northrop Grumman postgame show, everyone. Josh Carey with you, and back at Mission Control running the boards is Jeff Scarborough. The news is good tonight as Rocket City gets the post-All-Star break off to a good start. They win tonight over the Clingstones by the final score of 4-1, and do it in very routine and very professional fashion. They only give up 5 hits for the ball game. The batters came up with 8 hits. In fact, they had a hit in every inning except the 8th, and just a well-played game overall. No errors in the contest as, again, Rocket City wins by 3, 4-1 on the strength of a 5 2/3 shutout performance by George Clausen, who only gives up 1 hit. Let's take you through what happened in this ball game. Rocket City got off to a fast start by scoring runs in the first and second innings. It was Travis Blankenhorn going deep over the left field wall for his 8th home run of the season, RBI number 23. That made it a 1-0 game, and it was so strange because Travis, he said during batting practice, no one was going to hit one out tonight. The ball wasn't carrying. Well, he proved himself wrong as that made it a 1-0 contest. In the second, Sam Brown would draw a 1-out walk and then score on a RBI triple to left by David Mershon on a ball that was misplayed by Geraldo Quintero. That made it a 2-0 score, and then Rocket City put the ball game away with 2 more runs, and they're shooting off the fireworks. I forgot about that. Rocket City would score 2 more runs to pretty much put the game away in the 5th inning, one of which was unearned. Miles Emerson started the inning with a single. He stole second, which I would have loved to see, but I was busy doing other things. After a strikeout by Joe Redfield, Nelson Rada came through with an RBI single to score Emerson, and that made it a 3-0 contest. From there, Nelson Rada would steal second. He would also swipe third, and on that steal of third, the catcher for Columbus, Adam Zabrowski, made an errant throw to third base. It tailed well inside of the bag over the head of the third baseman McCabe and down the left field line. That allowed Rada to score from third on the play. That gave Rocket City a 4-0 lead. Meanwhile, for George Clausen, he was brilliant. He gave up a leadoff walk to Geraldo Quintero to start the ball game. From there, he would retire the next 8 11, 14, 16 men in a row. He finally allowed a 2-out single to Steven Paolini in the 6th inning to break up the no-hit bid. He would then walk the next 2 batters to load the bases with 2 out before he was lifted from the game. Camden Manassi came in, got Ethan Workinger to pop up to second, and that ended that threat for Columbus. In the 7th, the Clingstones would get their lone run. David McCabe would single. He would go to second on a balk. After a flyout by Adam Zabrowski, it was Cal Conley who came through with an RBI single. That would play McCabe from second, and that would make it a 4-1 ball game. However, after that RBI single, Conley would move to second on a ground out to E.J. Exposito. From there, Kevin Kilpatrick would slap a single into right field, and for some reason, Cal Conley tried to score on the play. You already had the tying run coming to the plate. He was thrown out by Blankenhorn at home, 9-2. That would end the inning as Conley was called out at home. It was 4-1 after 7 innings, and from there, the bullpen for Rocket City was stellar. Jose Quijada, 1-2-3-8, he struck out the side. Then in the 9th, Brady Chopin got a ground out by Workinger, gave up a single to McCabe. He got Zabrowski to pop up after allowing a walk to Conley. E.J. Exposito came to the plate as the tying run, but he would pop out to left to end the contest, and Rocket City again wins it by the final of 4-1. Here are your totals. Columbus, 1 run, 5 hits, 1 error. They leave 6. Rocket City, 4 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They leave 5. Clausen the win. He moves to 3-7 on the season. 5 2/3 scoreless innings, a hit, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts. Again, he's 3-7. Landon Harper, the loss. He drops to 2-4, 5 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, 2 walks, and 6 punch-outs for him. And the save to Brady Chopin, his 3rd of the year. A scoreless 9th inning, a hit, a walk, and no Ks for him. Time of game, a very brisk 2 hours and 10 minutes. The attendance, 6,491. Again, Rocket City a winner tonight over Columbus by the final of 4-1. We'll take one more break on the Northrop Grumman postgame show. Come back and wrap it up right after this. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Panda Broadcast Network and Valley Live.
Another one is in the books.
Now, when you call most roofing companies, all you'll hear is, you need a new roof. Not when you call Fleming. At Fleming Roofing and Restoration, we're focused on your needs, whether it's an easy repair or a full roof replacement. Folks around here have trusted Fleming since 1965 for all their residential and commercial roofing needs. And as the area's storm damage experts, Fleming knows all the ins and outs of the insurance claims process. Log on FlemingHSV.com to schedule your free estimate today. Fleming Roofing and Restoration. We show up.
At Bad Daddy's Burger Bar, we love baseball almost as much as we love serving up the best and baddest burgers around. People have called our burgers totally insane. And at Bad Daddy's, we take that as a compliment. But it's not just burgers. Up first, starters like our fried pickles, wings, or poblano frites. Second, try one of Bad Daddy's giant chopped salads. Third, our famous chef-inspired burgers with lots of different taste options. And before you head home, finish up with one of our shakes or delicious banana pudding. Bad Daddy's Burger Bar on the Parkway in Huntsville and Clift Farm in Madison.
Northrop Grumman is a proud supporter of the Rocket City Trash Pandas as we team together to make our community strong and viable for future generations. Northrop Grumman is looking for new individuals to help them define the next possible. Together we can all make a powerful impact to build stronger communities and bright futures. Visit www.northropgrumman.com for a full listing of exciting job opportunities. Now, back to the ball game. Let's rock it, Trash Pandas.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Josh Carey back here to wrap it up on the Northrop Grumman postgame show as the fireworks continue. Again, Rocket City a winner tonight over Columbus by the final score of 4-1. The mission at Northrop Grumman is to be at the forefront of technology and innovation, delivering superior capability in tandem with maximized cost efficiencies. The security solutions they provide help secure freedoms for our nation as well as those of our allies. That'll do it for us here tonight. We'll be back at it tomorrow, 6:20 airtime, 6:35 first pitch. Rocket City and Columbus in game 2 of a 3-game set. Tomorrow, the Trash Pandas will trot out there. Mitch Ferris still looking for that first win of the season. He's 0-6 on the year, a 5.04 ERA. The left-hander will be opposed by righty Lucas Braun. It's had a nice year so far for Columbus, 4-2, an ERA of 3.99. Again, it'll be a 6:20 airtime, 6:35 first pitch. It's going to be a Saturday evening here at Toyota Field. Those are usually the best nights to come on out. We'd love to have you here at the ballpark, but if you can't make it on down, join us right here on Talk Radio WZZN for all of the action. Special thank you back at our Talk Radio WZZN studios for all the hard work tonight from Jeff Scarborough. And, of course, thank you to all of you for listening to Rocket City Trash Pandas Baseball. Again, your your final score on this winning night. It's the Trash Pandas over the Clingstones by the final of 4-1. For Jeff Scarborough and for Chris Harris and for everyone with the Rocket City Trash Pandas, this is Josh Carey saying so long, everybody. This has been Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Panda Broadcast Network and Valley Live.
Thank you for listening to Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN. Trash Panda Baseball has been brought to you by Frame World, Wow, Reed's Jewelers, Crestwood Medical Center, Northrop Grumman, Bad Daddy's Burger Bar, Owens Home Appliance, Bill Penny Toyota, and by Fleming Roofing and Restoration. HD 97.7.2, WZZN FM Union Grove, Huntsville, Alabama. Talk Radio WZZN.